Oh, hello, chat. I hope we are all on stable ground. I hope there's no earthquakes or whatever in the chat. We're all standing together in the plains biomes. Nice and flat. Don't worry about it. Maybe there'll be a mountain eventually. And cliffs? Caves and cliffs? From Minecraft? I almost said from Mario. I'm gonna be so real. I almost said from Mario instead of from Minecraft. I literally was like minutes before stream, even not minutes, like half an hour before stream, I was watching like the Minecraft update video that they like, the Minecraft Monthly, where they teased new mobs. If you guys haven't seen that, I don't want to tell you to go and watch that instead, but I mean, it is just like 4 minutes. I won't spoil it. It came out earlier today, but hey, that's pretty cool. But yes, chat, hello, hello. Today we are playing 4 games. We're going through the Monster Prom games here, and I'm excited to do this. It's really funny looking at these, like the playtime in them, because you can just like see when I got really insane. And it's also really funny because I mostly played Monster Camp when it initially came out. I played it on somebody else's device. Like, I was in a Discord group at the time, and like one person would host and then like do all of our stuff for us. So there's hours that are not included that I have played for that, but I don't have a lot of things to actually unlocked in it. I think Monster Camp is probably the one I've played the least, which is a shame because I do really like Monster Camp. I like all of them. I think either Roadtrip or Con are my favorites of them. I really like the changes to the formula made in them. They're both delightful. But I'm gonna have, if I just go over here, Monster Prom, playtime 33.8 hours, Camp 6.7 hours, see that's what I'm saying here, Roadtrip 52.8 hours, and then Con is 30.1, so, add all that up, I played these games quite a bit. Look, I like the games, I like them a lot, and I'm excited to continue on playing them. I haven't played them in a bit. Ah, they're delightful. I know 3 different trans people who have names from this game. Now granted, at least one of them did not choose their name based on this game. It just was a coincidence. But I find it very funny. And one of them's a maybe. It's delightful. I'm not saying who. I won't say what characters, but just know that that's a fun fact about me. I'll tell you, you know what? I'll tell you this right now. Nobody named themselves Calculester. I can tell you that. Oh boy. I am truly just trying to remember, like, things about the earlier games, because Roadtrip for sure is the time where, like, my brain just, like, fully was like, I'm going to go crazy. Prom, I'm gonna have to remember shit. When did Monster Prom come out? 2018. I don't like how long ago 2018 was. I'm gonna be so real. I don't like how long ago that was, actually. I don't like the thought occurring to me of how many years that was. I don't like that. Time? is scary. You know? Time is scary, and I don't like it. But you know what I do like? Oh my god, 7 was 2018 years ago. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. This is why I like time loops. True. True. Let's see, birthdays today. Oh, we have 2 cat-themed characters. That's fun. I guess we'll start off with the 2 media releases real quick. We have 2 songs that came out today. Many a year ago. They didn't come out just this moment. Lose Yourself by Eminem didn't release just this moment. No, he's been talking about his mom's spaghetti for a long time. And Donut Hole by Hachi featuring Gumi. Also, on this day, I don't know what year, I don't think. But, the 2 characters, the 2 character birthdays, both cats, which is really fun. We have Katrina from Animal Crossing, that cool fortune teller lady, and Katra from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. That's fun. A very cat day. A very kitty cat day. I guess I lean further into being the cat half. Or maybe that means that I have to lean further into being my dog half. To make up for the imbalance in the energies. I mean, I do sometimes think of my gender more so like a clownfish. And also, I guess, other fish types, but you know. If I'm in a room full of people who are, like, just he, hims, then I'll go by a different set of pronouns. That way, it's more distinct, you know? Stuff like that. I'm like a clownfish. But I'm not. I'm a cat dog. Oh boy. I'm sure that other animals do that. They're just the ones that I associate with that a lot. And I don't know why. They're just the prodigal animal of that to me. Alright, Sans. I thank you for your beautiful music. I love your beautiful music. He does such beautiful music. How many times am I gonna say the phrase beautiful music? Oh boy. Okay. I think that the game should work. That's the wrong game. That's the wrong game. I started pulling up camp. We're starting off with prom. We're going in order. I don't know how long I'm going to do for each of these, because there's 3. Tends to be at least... It's been a while since I played the older ones. You know, there's going to be, I'm pretty sure even in the original one. I think I need to do the short ones, reading aloud and all. True. Because they have different lengths, is what I was trying to say here. You can look at the gallery. You can see what stuff I have unlocked. Oh, I don't... There's like a base one that I don't have? Damn. And yes, I do have the beautiful, I have the options of dating, you know, Calculester and all that. I have the DLC is the word. Right, yeah. Zoe Origins. She really... I get so emotional over Zoe. I'm gonna be so real. She's so great. I love her. Aww. It's just you or Twitch servers all over the place lately. I haven't been on Twitch all day today. What have I been doing? I truly do not remember anything I've done today. I'm gonna be so honest, my mind just went blank. I have been hanging out with you. That is what was happening. All of my memories disappeared. That was... You know, if I were a less easygoing person, that might have been scary, but fortunately for me, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, yes, I gave you an injection. I put a needle in your arm. For medical purposes, not for drug. Delightful. Like, I can see all the combinations, because you would get... I understand that this is, like, untenable. But, like, you know, these are all the ones for Vicky. with all of the different partners, then Brian with all the different partners, Amira, and Oz. Delightful. Okay. Okay, so we don't have Calculester and... Look, I love Calculester. My brain will short circuit and start thinking about him instead. We don't have Brian and Zoe. That's a combination we don't have. I don't know if that's what I'm gonna go for, but that's something true. Oh, these guys. Look at this! I love this stupid fugger. Yeah! I love the prince. I love the stupid fucking prince. Calculester. Yeah! Oh, fuck. Valerie? Or Vera? No, you're Valerie and Vera is... I do also like Vera. Hell yeah, dude. Hell fucking yeah, dude. And I'm like, the concept art and shit. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I love the prince. I love to see that motherfucker. Whoops. Okay, no, not whoops. This is just how we go here. It's great. We're gonna go with voice effects, but that doesn't give us... That's not gonna voice the entire thing. One player, please. Give me the DLC, baby. Alright, okay, yeah. For 60 minutes. We don't have the 3. We're gonna do a short game. It's so great to be back in the school. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Yeah! You know what? Oh, damn it. I was gonna say, like, you know, there's 4 games. I could do 1 protagonist for each. Damn, that means I don't get to play one of the DLC protagonists. I really wanted to play as Hazel in, Roadtrip because I fucking love Hazel, but I feel like I should stick to the classics for this. I'll stick to the classics. Who should I go for each? I don't have a die near me. My die are all like 2 to 3 feet away from me. And by 2 to 3 feet, I mean 4 to 5. Oh. I guess we can just go left or right. We'll start off with Oz, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I want to save Oz for Con, because Con is a very yellow game to me. You know what? Let's start off with Vicky. My name is Mack. That's me. Pronoun. Damn, I can't alternate, you know? I can't, it doesn't line up. There's not a 4th one. We'll start off with he, and then do she, and then do they, and then I guess I'll randomize for the last one. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. Oh, I forgot that the DLC one looked like this. I'm used to the classic. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam de Liancourt, 400 and something, I don't know. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, forever? An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculaster Hewlett Picard, V 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever trademark will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? We're trying to think like who we want to go for in this game, you know? I'm thinking like Vera? Cause Vera isn't as active, I don't think, in these games. I'm trying to think like who we're gonna go for in the future. And it's like, you know, for con we can go for any of the new people in that. Same with camp, you know? I don't fully remember how, Roadtrip works, which is wild because that's the one I have the most hours in, but like, if all else fails, I feel like Polly and Scott, you know? And then Liam and Zoe are in, con. I remember Damien and I think also still Polly and Scott. I'm trying to remember who's in, camp. I don't remember if Vera is in it. I guess I can quickly check that. Who's in camp? Yeah, Vera's not. Alright. Okay. Yeah, because it's just Calculaster and Damien of the main datables in, camp. Roadtrip, Polly and Scott. Then Con, Liam, and Zoe. So that leaves us with... Oh, we could also go for Miranda. I'm thinking either Miranda or Vera. That's what I'm leaning towards. Let's look at our options here. For our cool prize in cereal. A sample of a more nutritious breakfast option, so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful crap. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. And the phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. I think this would probably be charm, right? I think I'm gonna go for that. Yeah, smart, charm, bold. Because this game still has money as one of the stats. If you could go back in time, what's one thing you would tell your younger self? Why should we assume silly younger me needs advice? I've grown up to have a fucking time machine, so I must have done something right. Fuck younger than me, we're going straight to Woodstock, baby! I'd tell myself not to teach that robot how to fall in love. As romantic as it might have seemed at the moment, it started the robot revolution of 2037 way worse than the much more positive robot sexual revolution of 2043. And I'd advise myself not to buy a time machine. Worst investment ever. They turned out to be the block booster of 2032. I mean, I think I'm going straight to Woodstock, baby. I mean, maybe. But, I mean... No, I gotta tell them... The robot revolution doesn't seem great. And I feel like that's gonna be... actually probably better. If you were a D&D character, what would be your class? Gun Haver? The prettiest one? Fanfic Bard? Good boy! Party Smith? Or obscure moment crammer? I'm gonna go with the prettiest one. Yeah, that's who I thought it would be. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? A very tsundere personality. I'm assuming that's Liam. Soft fur. A taste for party. 50 gigabytes of RAM. Sharp wits. Tentacles. Now this is either Liam or Vera. They're a bit hard to tell. I'm gonna go here. Fuck! Damn it! Damn it. I wanted to diversify my profile with the two scary women. Alright. Let's get our money up. That day, you spent some time in the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain 2 money. You notice Miranda trying to put a smile on Liam's face. This should be good. I simply do not understand how you can be so gloomy all the time, when the world is so full of wonder and magic. Huh. I guess I'm just not part of the Everything is Beautiful club. The Everything is Beautiful club? Is that a secret club? What? Oh, yeah, totally. I want to join! Oh, how can I join? Liam seems totally sexily disinterested in continuing this gag, but you have no such reservations. You tell her, "You're in luck. I just happen to have the membership paperwork right here. Magic is real." Or, "Oh, it's super easy to join. All you have to do is eat a bunch of cotton candy and grab out a unicorn. Simpleton." Now that's rude, but is that smart? Magic tends to be charm. And I believe the way that old Monster Prom works is that you have to do the one that lines up better with your stats. You don't gain it from doing this. It's like guaranteed. There's like a success and failure option, if I recall correctly. Yes! Really? Yeah, that's exactly what the bullshit fairy told me when we were playing checkers the other night. That's all? Just those 2 things? No. You also gotta write gullible across your forehead in permanent marker. Okay! Wait, seriously? But Miranda's already gone. When you see her the next day, she's leading a unicorn and smiling from ear to ear. I did it! The Everything is Beautiful club let me in. I had to fill out some extra paperwork because I had the manservant eat my cotton candy and poop out the unicorn. But I made up for it by tattooing gullible on his forehead instead of writing it. Yeah, well, you're welcome. Liam winks at you, and the wink is so cool you'll automatically gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Okay, lunchtime. Okay.
Let's go.
I think I'm leaning toward Miranda. I just really like Miranda. Vera's like one of my favorite characters, but Miranda's voice is always so fun to do. No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It is a melody of cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bovine teat. The song of the Ice Cream Wizard! He's here! He's here! I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like! Oh goodness, the Ice Cream Wizard only comes but once per solstice, during the hour of the Ascendant Pancake! You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with "This shit magic" painted on the side. Yay for the ice cream wizard. Ugh, so many great options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate broomstick? Boomstick, not broomstick. Fuck, I was hanging out with too many witches yesterday, and I haven't seen Evil Dead in too long. What about fear of death? A frozen cobra? Berserker berry blitz? The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try? If only someone would suggest a solution to what is truly the most difficult problem I have ever faced. Oh, we gotta go with the sugar-blasted prince lips. But of course! I always wanted to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. Why not cut out the middleman? Prince lips? Gross. I've already got a pair of those attached to my face. What? Where? Here, where my mouth is. Wait, Damien, you're a prince? But you hide it so well. Gee, thanks. But Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the ice cream wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-blasted prince lips. Oh my, I can taste the enchantment already! Miranda finishes the prince lips in 3 graphic smooches. Afterward, her lips are pretty cold, and she invites you to help warm them up. Woo! Also, hi, Lev. I got too into this scene. Okay. So she's in the library. I don't have anything I want to buy right now, honestly. I want to get my charm up. That's the gym, right? Yeah. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Hell yeah. You see Liam talking to Miranda. Miranda looks confused, and Liam looks frustrated. Uh-oh.
Yuck!
But I simply do not understand this art you are describing. You say that the art piece is a bathroom? No. For the 100th time, the art piece is an experience of going into a bathroom thinking it's an art piece. The artist purposefully gave the room number of the bathroom as the room number for the exhibit, even though there was a whole room full of his paintings elsewhere in the building. It was revolutionary. It certainly seems very complicated. Personally, I prefer the exoplanet sculptures of the Atlantean 5th Dynasty. You know, the man in the room, the face on Mars, all of Pluto. Art on such a grand scale. Bah, that's not art. That's populism at its worst. Well, I don't think that bathroom business sounds like art. But how are we supposed to discuss art if we can't even agree on what it is? Oh, if only someone would come along and provide a satisfying definition of art, I would be so pleased. You've got this, no problem. So simple. Art is a method for making worthless things into very expensive things. Or art isn't art unless it makes you feel bad things inside. I think it makes worthless things expensive.
Majestic.
Oh, how true! Mars was just a bunch of sparsely populated red rock before Giblet Grinston completed his masterpiece. After that, he was able to sell it to the Arcturans for 1 trillion doubloons. The Martians weren't happy about it, but you know what they say. Sometimes we must suffer for other people's art.
Not bad.
That last bit is the only part of what you're saying that I agree with. So that's what happened to life on Mars. You gain some new knowledge about the solar system, and also 2 smarts and 1 charm. Hell yeah! I'm getting a good grade in seducing a fish.
Let's go.
I gotta get charming. I remember that she likes charming. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain 2 charm.
Youth is a gift!
Coach! Alright, everyone, let's get ready for a rousing round of Middle Ages style shinty. Yes! Really? Just kidding! It's more dodgeball! Liam, Miranda, you're the team captains! Miranda, you pick first.
Oh, I guess... Mack?
Miranda pulls you aside and begins talking in a stage whisper that is probably definitely audible to your fellow students.
It's always a great blow to my honor to lose at anything, even a foolish peasant sport like dodging balls. Quite frankly, I'm not even sure that you're up to par, but you do seem like you spend a great deal of time examining our fellow students, almost as if you're obsessively ranking them in your mind as to whom would be the best prom date or some such thing.
Oh man, did Miranda call you out or what?
Tell me, so that my royal reputation is not sullied by losing this pottery game. How best can I assess the skills of my fellow students and therefore lead my team to victory?
Great question. Time to take a royal stab at her heart, not literally though, by coming up with an equally great answer. Loyalty is crucial. See who admires you most by having your classmates compose ballads about you. Or, it's not about the students as individuals. Think about how they fit together. Like an elegant set of silverware. This sounds like creativity. I have 3 creativity. I'm going with the other option. I'm so smart.
Why, Mack, that might just be the most brilliant suggestion you've ever made. I may not fully be able to wrap my mind around the logic of simple peasants. Why would anyone want to be poor anyway? But I certainly know my way around a fine dining set. Vera is like a diamond beyond spoon. Oh, expensive, elegant, deadly. Polly is quadruple chopsticks, fun and impractical. Damien, of course, is a meat triton. No further explanation needed, I trust. My opposing team captain, Liam, why, he's a fork. Outdated and obscure. And you, Mack, are the most rare and valuable utensil of all. A heart spoon! Aw, that's so sweet. Is this spoon we use for scooping out the still beating hearts of our enemies? Well, it's the thought that counts, and for Miranda, the thought of torture is very sweet. You gain 2 charm and 1 fun, not to mention intricate knowledge of Mer silverware. Hell yeah! Lunchtime, lunchtime, where is she? Where is she? There she is. She's hanging out with Damien again. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. So this is the one for killing people, right? What? Good heavens, no! This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat. So what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude? No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court silverware, after all. That tiny thing? I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age. That is usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That or poison. This is ridiculous. Yo, you there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? And don't say the fish knife. The fish knife? I said not to... Just... I'll show you which knife is used for murder! Damien picks up the big scary knife he wanted to use in the first place and lunges at you. You pick up the fish knife. Yes! Defend my honor! Make sure to hold the knife with pinky extended. What? How did you disarm me? I'm normally the best at stabbing. Fuck me, I guess the fish knife really is the best for murder after all, huh? One must never doubt a princess in matters of silverware, my dear. Miranda is so impressed with your prowess in combat and silverware, she awards you her napkin as a token. Yippee! Hell yeah. I'm doing so good. Okay, well you're in the gym. I don't really... Well, I mean I could. Yeah, fuck it. Give me your money.
Look at my little shop. Buy some shit. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So, take a look. Okay. I can get bold. Let's see here.
A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as life and death sounds nice. A gift that keeps on giving. Sexy fake Latin accent. I might go with a sexy fake Latin accent. I think that's gonna be great. Yeah, give me that. Yeah! Who'd want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's a spirit champ. She's great. I'm gonna be so charming, dude. Look at my charm.
Let's go.
My charm is crazy. I don't know what other stats Miranda would want. I guess I can just, like, raise my lower ones. Or maybe I'll just, like, get the, ones that are nearly there more up. Yeah, let's go be fun. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point, there are, like, 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party! You gain 2 fun. Miranda's not paying any attention at all to what's going on at the rave. She gazes out the window and sighs dreamily. Summer's almost here. Underwater skiing, ocean polo, brutally suppressing food riots in the public square. Oh, I can hardly wait. But I do feel dreadfully sorry for those who are not fabulously wealthy enough to enjoy the same summer pastimes I do. It's so sad. Wait, you're a poor, aren't you? What do you do during summer? Do you play in the garbage? Or starve recreationally? Trudy, what are your plans? I am insulted by your assumption my family too possesses many fine estates. You haven't heard of them because they're in the sky. Yeah. You are one of the air people? But the air people are my family's mortal enemies. And yet, you are so handsome and charming. You're nothing at all like the feathered tentacle beast my terrified relatives describe. Are the others rumors too? Do you abduct babies for soccer practice? Poop in the hair of the less fortunate? Do you have a long-standing business arrangement with the sun? Oh, I have never met an air person before. My upbringing tells me I should have you murdered. My heart is all aflutter with forbidden love. Also, feathers? If you play your cards right, Miranda might date you just to piss off her parents. She's in high school, after all. You gain 2 creativity and 1 boldness. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Lunch, where is she? Where is she? She's not hanging out with Damien this time. She's not even here at all. She's not here at all. Oh boy. We can hang out with Joy, with Zoe and Polly, Damien and Calculester, Scott and Vera. Let's say hi to Joy. I don't know if it's the full coven or just Joy. You're enjoying your meal in peace when you hear the unmistakable sound of 3 throats clearing. That's the whole coven then. Ahem. Yes, hello. As you know, it is customary for a benevolent witch coven to have, as an ally, a malevolent creature of some sort. And since Liam has apparently decided he's too cool for us now, I mean, because of your incredible resume and good looks,
We're here to save the day.
we've decided to accept you on a trial basis as our supernatural companion for 1 adventure. Adventure not to exceed 3 episodes or eclipse the main plot arc. As a consideration for your willing participation, we'll even allow you your choice of adventures. 3 episodes? You could knock out one of these adventures by the end of lunch. It actually sounds fun. The coven gives you 2 options. Stop the crime ghost who's been taking over children's bodies and using them to rob banks. You have a never-before-seen plan. Or take on the greatest villain of all, income inequality. I mean, I'm going for Miranda. I don't think I need to worry about income inequality. You put a stop to
fight the crime ghost crime in the only way you know how. With fake beards. It's working. Now that all the children have fake beards, the crime ghost can't tell their children. He's got no one to possess. Yup, that was totally your plan. You definitely didn't just start slapping beards on kids and hope for the best. Excellent. The day is saved once again. Thanks to the Coven and their faithful sidekick, Mack. What's that? You wanted to know about payment? We're sorry, but the contract clearly states that this is an unpaid internship. The contract does say that. Oh well. At least you gained 4 creativity for your lateral thinking. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, last one before prom. I'm gonna go ahead and just get my money up a bit more. My money is so low. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gained 2 money. Afterwards, a royal procession, 500 members strong, informs you that Miranda has requested your presence at dinner tonight. The restaurant she's chosen is so fancy, its name is unpronounceable by anyone making less than 6 figures. But with all these heavily armed guards around you, you think it unwise to refuse. So later that night... This restaurant is remarkably charming for a low-born establishment. Granted, the flatware is only platinum, not diamond. This wine seems to be significantly less than 1,000 years old. But at least our table is held up by 3 weeping serfs, as it always ought to be. Garçon, 1 bowl of rubies and a bottle of actual gold, if you would be so kind. And my suitor will have? Quick, pick something before she realizes you've never been anywhere fancier than Wilmer's Chicken Hut. One of everything and I'm buying. No! Doesn't matter what I order. Anything will taste good as long as I eat it with you. Yeah, I got 20 charm. Let's go. That is the sweetest thing anyone has ever said to me. Most people in my family simply order the most expensive thing on the menu. It doesn't even have to be edible. In fact, it usually isn't. But you're willing to actually eat food? In front of me? I'm charmed. She's so charmed, in fact, that she doesn't notice that you never actually ordered anything. Score! You gain 2 smarts and 1 fun. Monster Prom draws near. Okay. Right, I forgot about that beautiful little song she sings. Alright, Miranda.
Let's go.
Miranda, please. Are my stats good enough for you? You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you.
Disgusting!
I think of you as a brother. Actually, we royalty are very into incest, so let me correct that. I think of you as highly unattractive. I must decline.
Disgusting!
Damn it! I'm a failure! Fuck! I need to be more rich, it's been so long. I don't remember the stat requirements. Your failure made you so despised by society that you were exiled to the wilds where you joined a pack of wolves. Still, you were so bad at social interaction that you also failed at getting a date for Wolf Prom. Fuck. I mean, she got most kingdoms invaded, and I got best at recognizing the nuances between black metal and death metal, so that's pretty fun. Damn it. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. I am realizing, hi Blobbert, I am realizing I forgot to check if this one had a streamer mode for the end credits music, so I am going to be skipping past the really good song. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because you know, it was summer. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. And once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Actually, I guess I could just mute. What if I muted it? I don't know if the end credits music is copyright or not, because I forgot to turn on streamer mode. What if I just mute the game and then I provide the music for you? I'm gonna try it. Oh, it's a different song than the normal one, because I chose the DLC. I was so prepared for it. There's drums and guitar, for sure. Da 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 da. A lot of. I'm gonna da 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 da. Da, 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 da. I'm having to project where it's going as well. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is a good song for sure, though. Oh boy. Oh, that's a cute. I forgot that Polaroid. That was cute. That's an iconic Polaroid. Hell yeah. Player characters! Hell yeah! We love to see them. Oh, absolutely delightful. Oh, and splash into the water and stuff. All of these. I forgot that Erika Ishii voiced Valerie. Cool. That's pretty epic. Oh boy, I'm so excited to be playing these again, you know? It's gonna be fucking epic, and I'm gonna remember to double check the music beforehand, you know? For the other ones. Iconic Polaroids here, I love them. The bicycles. God. Absolutely delighted by Monster Prom art every single time. Those silly little guys. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm aware that MonsterCon is out now. I had over 30 hours in it. Let me double check here. If I just go over here. Okay, there wasn't even an option. I don't know if it was or not. Who knows? Alright. Let's close for now. That was our first run. That was our first beautiful run. We're gonna go ahead and load up Monster Camp. Let's get the second one in. Let's change the category. Monster Prom 2, Monster Camp. We're going on over. Now this is the one I have the least amount of time in, because once again, I mostly was playing this on somebody else's thing. So, if I go to the gallery here, I feel like we're not gonna have a lot. Yeah. Damn, rejected by Calculester. Do we have Calculester good ending? What? Calculester's my favorite! Damn, that's sad. I don't even have Milo either. I do have Mossman though, and that's pretty fucking epic. I do approve of that. I do like that we have Mossman. God, I love that the Monster Prom team gives you just all of this art stuffs. It delights me to no end to see them. I'm so glad that they do this. I wish every game did this. Every game ever. Yeah, like, oh my god. It's just whiskey. I need to play this more, but also probably not. Also probably, you know, I should do things that are more productive or whatever. Not it. Special stuff. Ah, I guess these are like, yeah. Events slash things. The cat. Delightful. Yeah, there we go. There's the event checklist. I've only done 4 runs. I'm insane. I'm so sorry to Monster Camp. God, I have to go for Calculester. Calculester or Milo, I suppose. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna aim for Calculester. If I need to do a Milo pivot, I will. I gotta remember the mechanics of this one, because I remember one, the smell of magical Latino talking cat, and the drinks that he gives. I believe there was also a rumors system? I forget exactly how that works, but I do remember that it exists. I guess we can go ahead and get started here. 1 player again. We're gonna go short yet again. Ah, Camp Spooky. The narration always just makes me so nostalgic. The Young and Unafraid. I know that it's the ending thing, just of like, Young and Unafraid and we were ready to start. I always forget, like, it's like that's not at the beginning. The stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then, we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at any corner. And for us, it did. 1 second, I did realize I didn't... Okay, there was no, like, streamer modos or anything here. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, you exist in this, I forgot. Okay, we did Vicky last time. I think I'm gonna go for Brian this time. His beautiful... This is a delightful pose. He's just so shaped right now, you know? Okay. My name, Mack. And we'll go with she this time.
Sure.
Alright. We get to grab ourselves 3 items that we're taking with us to the camp. There's magma trekking boots, Pokemon TCG, a fake noble title, marshmallows, a human wool sweater, a wood carving machete, a book of orchie etiquette, the smallest violin, and competitive tarot. Alright. Let's go with... Let's take these boots. Some Pokemon. Some Pokeman. And... we'll also take... orchie etiquette. It'll be good to know, just in case anything happens, you know? One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of summer love loomed over our heads. Yeah, there they are! Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening. Just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so, a silent, yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain. Everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably gonna be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joy Johnson Jojima, sorry. A badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. 23, I don't think I said that. A Ravi Mishra, 22. A hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Hi, Hex. Calculester Hewlett-Packard V1.1. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to explore life to its fullest. Dahlia Aquino, 20. A buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladonna, 23. A Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer, and who was profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. Hell yeah.
The bus trip was long, and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken. And so it was clear. It all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Time to break the ice! Break the ice by doing something unexpected on the bus. Challenge someone to a staring duel. Swear about your sworn enemy. I feel like these two are probably gonna be, Dahlia and Damien. Start taking selfies compulsively. Milo. Just sigh loudly. Joy? Spend the trip updating your software. That's for sure, Calculester. And burp loudly. Oh no, wait, this could be... Your sworn enemy could be a Ravi. And that could be either Damien or Dahlia. I feel like Dahlia is more prone to a duel. Whatever. All that matters is that we're going to be updating our software. Yeah! Oh! Are you also undergoing a software update, Mack? It seems our update cycles have synced. I have heard about this phenomenon. Often, friends or couples who stay in the same vicinity together for long periods of time sync up their monthly updates. I dread my monthly update, but at least I can share my pain and misery with you, Mack. Come, sit with me while we discuss our various cravings for the new Windows apps. I love that being a metaphor. That's fun. We only had 3 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Let's fucking go!
Let's go take a nap.
Yeah, okay, Brian. Alright, we got smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, and fun. Yeah, they nix the money immediately. I couldn't remember if that was in this game or not. Alright. Well, if we want to be with Calculester, I feel like smarts is probably good. But I don't think we need to be too high in that. I don't feel like bold is the most Calculester thing. I don't know, I could just go for like an all-around sort of build here. I don't know, I don't want to get rejected by Calculester. I gotta I gotta get with somebody in this game, you know? But I guess we'll just start off keeping our smarts up in the woods. Oh, beautiful squirrels! Oh, I love how they're drawn. That day, you go to the woods searching for edible roots to make a wilderness tea. You find lots of roots. Beetroot, ginger root, the square root of pie, the root of all evil. You brew it all together, and it's the most delicious tea you've ever had. It's so rooted with knowledge that you gain 2 smarts. Hell yeah. I do have these games set to, like, dressing them in, like, whatever outfits they, like, just randomizing whatever outfits they're in. You might have noticed that with Monster Prom. But, when they're in the crazy ones, it's always something. Later, you meet up with Calculester so he can teach you how to count in binary. You're just getting to some of the more sensual numbers when...
Is this a nature that I have heard so much about?
What is this? A box capable of self-locomotion. But what can be inside? Well, certainly not Counselor Flodge. Using basic logic, we can rule out a few obvious incorrect guesses. An elephant, tractor, or aircraft carrier could not fit inside a box of this size. You suggest that the box might contain Counselor Flodge, the camp's self-proclaimed camouflage instructor. Ah, I see how you might make that mistake, Mack, but the box clearly says, not Counselor Flodge on it. Boxes do not have the mental capacity to tell lies. Thus, we must take it at its word. Perhaps it is... Aha! Another flawless disguise, courtesy of the D-Master himself. That, D is for disguise, and I'm now required by law to say that. Counselor Flodge, the one person I was certain could not be inside the box. How did you do it? Easy. A true master of disguise blends into his surroundings.
My surroundings were a cardboard box! Oh, how delightful. God, it's good to see Flodge again. In fact, I'll take the moment to fully appreciate seeing Flodge again, because we're gonna be on this screen here for the next 3 minutes. Chat, we're about to have a 3 minutes of ads. If you need to go to the bathroom or grab a snack or get something to drink, please do so. I highly encourage it. Please take care of yourself. This is also your hourly reminder to fix your posture, to take your meds, to unclench your jaw, to save your files. Please, save your files. If you also need to charge your phone, if you need to feed your pets, please take care of any of the things like that. Do it. I'm just gonna be sitting here staring at Counselor Flodge. He's a beautiful chameleon. It's good to see him again. I don't think he shows up in the other two. If he does, it's like as a cameo. He's not as big of a deal. That you need. God, this is such a silly Calculester. This is such a, it's really just such a costume for him, you know? It's truly beautiful. Let me get water. It's good for me. I'm doing voices. I need to remember to hydrate during these streams. Boy, oh boy. I done drank into water. It's beautiful to see Calculester. I guess, technically, I should have gone for somebody else, because Calculester is romanceable in Monster Prom. But I like Calculester. You know, if I was going by my same logic of, like, wanting to do somebody different in every game, and eliminating the ones who appear in multiple, you know? But look. Look. Should I technically have gone for Milo, or Dahlia, or Aravi? Maybe. But look at this beautiful face. How could you say no to him? How can you say no to him? He's a beautiful boy. He's a delightful lad. Even when he's wearing whatever the fuck this outfit is, you know? I feel like this outfit is like a reference to something, but I just don't know what, you know? Like, this is another video game character, I would bet. I don't know who. But it's gotta be, like, a reference. Otherwise, it's just crazy. Or at least, like, a reference to a trope of some sort. It is funny having them do, like, this random outfit thing. I did initially forget that I had that enabled in Monster Prom, and then everybody was showing up in different outfits. I was like, right, yeah, I have that. And I know I have that enabled in Con. I forget if I have that. I would assume I do in Roadtrip, given how it was the case in the 3 other games, you know? It'd be odd if I didn't in just that one. But it's fun! I love all of these characters so much. They're so delightful. They bring me joy. Yeah. We got... Okay, it's campfire, drink is the pattern. And you get 2 campfires and 2 drinks. Alright, alright. Well, welcome back from the ads. Let's get back into this. Your advice is as brilliant as it is simple, Counselor Flodge. Might I ask your opinion on another disguise-related issue?
Now you see me.
Of course, Cal. I'm here to help, if I'm even here at all. Excellent. For the entirety of my synthetic life, I have attempted to blend in with the organics around me. However, my attempts have consistently met with limited success.
Do you have any tips for appearing more authentically alive? Oh, that's easy. All you need is a big trench coat and some brooms for hands. Works every time. I tried that. It did not work. Did you try wearing a fedora to go with it? No. I wore a trilby. That's an even more organic hat. I must say, I'm stumped. Still, there must be something we could try. Counselor Flage may not know how to properly disguise a computer, but you've got this in the bag. You chime in. There's a theory that all humans are within 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. Just get as close to him as possible. Or, you just need to pass the Turing test. I'll be your tutor. I'm an old pro at being organic. Well, I mean, smarts is my best stat, and this sounds smart. Ah, yes, the Turing test. Normally, I am quite good at standardized tests, but this one continues to elude me. It is even harder than the CAPTCHA test, and that one requires knowing which images contain bridges.
Stealth mode!
A test? No sweat! Just do what I always do and disguise yourself as the answer key to the test. Thank you, Counselor Flush, but I am not sure that is physically possible. I am going to try studying with Mack. I have never had a tutor before. You and Calculester find a secluded part of camp in which to study for the test. So, for question number 1, are you a robot? The right answer is yes, correct? Oh boy, you are in for a long day. You spend the next several hours teaching Calculester how to have loud opinions about classic cartoons, react badly to out-of-context tweets, and drunk text his ex. Goodness! I had no idea being a human was so uncomfortable and sad. I am no longer sure I want to be one. That's the spirit, you tell him. The most human thing of all is to not want to be one.
Upgraded.
Excellent! Then I think I'm ready. I will remember to bubble in the answers with my hands, and that the question about my charging time is a trap. You're so proud of your big robot boy. The two of you head down to the testing chamber. The testing center, not chamber. You even take the test alongside him, for solidarity. You have to remind Calculester not to act so interested during that 1 hour of administrative preamble that precedes the test, but other than that, he does great. I did it, Mack. I finally passed the Turing test. I never knew lying could feel so good. This must be why organics do it so much. You can say that again. As for you, your test results tell you that you're a robot. Lover. You gained 2 fun and 1 smarts. Hell yeah. Delightful. Is that... Okay, no, it's not closed off. It's just how it looks. I'm gonna get a bit smarter as well, and I also get to look at the squirrels. You hike deep into the woods and find a mysterious journal with a number 3 on it, half buried in the dirt. Inside is tons of information on local monsters and how to defeat them. It covers gnomes, psychics, time travelers, Illuminati-shaped demons. What a boring journal! Where's the drama? Where's the inner thoughts and insecurities about school crushes? Whoever wrote this journal knew nothing about how journals work. You gain no fun from this, but you surely get 2 smarts. Boring. It's a beautiful day at Camp Spooky, and Calculester is taking the opportunity to show off his succulents! Yeah!
And important.
You see, friend Mack, I did not want my succulents to feel left out of the camp spirit, so I have been making each of them a tiny Camp Spooky appropriate outfit.
Ooh.
Each one will be receiving a tiny Scout sash, with even tinier Scout badges, and individual bathing suits they can wear while I spray them with mist. Calculester is so adorable when he talks about his plans, you can't help but stare lovingly into his face as he speaks. Well, well, well. Why am I not surprised? Yet another camper staring intently at a screen instead of enjoying the great outdoors. Camp Spooky isn't about using electronics. It's about engaging in classic activities like scouting and swimming and doing manual labor to benefit the camp. And yet, here you are, on your phones. You explained that Calculester is not, in fact, a phone, but rather a sentient being and, in fact, a fellow camper under her charge. Friend Mack is right, friend Camp Director Miss Weaving. You and I have interacted multiple times.
That's what students in their phone always try to justify their technology addiction and neglect their real-world responsibility. You have left me with no choice. I am afraid I'm going to have to confiscate all screens from you until you've kicked this nasty habit. Quick as a flash, Camp Director Miss Weaving grabs Calculaster and starts trying to put him in her pocket. Help! Help! I'm being kidnapped. No, you're not. You're being confiscated. There's a huge difference. It has to do with whether I consider you a person or not.
Error! Error!
Rescue me, friend Mack. Rescue me from friend Camp Director Miss Weaving, who is not being a good friend at all right now. You can't let Calculaster be kidnapped, computer napped, confiscated, whatever. He can't be taken away. You need to find a way to convince Camp Director Miss Weaving that your relationship with Calculaster is far from an unhealthy addiction. Given your history of spending all your time and energy trying to impress one classmate with no regard for school or extracurriculars, this may not be true, but you still need to convince her. Show her a really unhealthy addiction by digging up your old Garfield Conspiranoia blog, or show her you're addicted to Sex with Machines Anonymous computer chip, which proves your relationship with robots has been healthy for 10 months. I like both of these. This is fun. Not fun to stab, it's charm, but you know. Why are you handing me a computer chip? More proof of your pathetic dependence on technology to... Oh, I see. This isn't a working computer part at all, but rather a symbol of your failure to have sex with robots? No, you explain. It's not about a failure to boink robots. It's about an amazing display of willpower and self-control. You tell Camp Director Miss Weaving all about Addicted to Sex with Machines Anonymous and give her the informative pamphlet you keep on you at all times. It appears this is a 3-law program founded on the principles of, Sir Isaac Asimov, reformed robot fucker. Law 1. A monster may not bang a robot or, through inaction, allow oneself to be banged by a robot for an excess of 10 hours a day. Law 2. A monster must obey the orders given to it by robots, except if the robot says to bang them in excess of 10 hours a day. Law 3. A monster must protect its own existence by cultivating interests and hobbies outside of banging a robot in excess of 10 hours a day. Well, I must say that in excess of 10 hours a day seems like a low bar to achieve in terms of the amount of monster-robot sex to not be having, but you are clearly taking this very seriously and moving in a good direction. Does this mean I can be unconfiscated and given back to friend Mack, friend Camp Director Miss Weaving? You are unconfiscated, Mr. Hewlett-Packard. But I cannot stress enough that I am not giving you to Camper Mack, given her remarkable work with Addicted to Sex with Machines Anonymous. Thank you very much for unconfiscating me. I will be certain not to bang friend Mack for more than 10 hours a day.
Admin permissions.
Or, by inaction, be banged by her. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but you can't help but notice that Calculaster promised not to bang you for more than 10 hours. He never said he wouldn't bang you, or through inaction be banged by you. He totally could have just said that would never happen, but he didn't. By reading way too much into this, you immediately gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Nice. Where is he? Marshmallows. You head over to the campfire to roast the exotic bug shish kebab you've lovingly crafted when you see Joy and Calculaster writing in a notebook. We could put fire extinguishers under every log so responsible campers can stop reckless ones.
May I chime in?
Or we can put the campfire out immediately to prevent the need for fire extinguishers at all.
Hello.
Oh, hello, friend Mack. Friend Joy and I were brainstorming ways to make the campfire a safer place for all of our friends. And frenemies, of course. Normally a campfire poses limited dangers, but since this is Camp Spooky... Friend Milo came dangerously close to the campfire the other day, dragging several campers with them to get a perfect, quote, fire-lit selfie, unquote.
Ugh.
The prank masters have been known to pop in now and then, and they definitely stole some fire in a jar last time. Who knows what they did with it? I do. I do know what. It was not safe. And of course there's Damien. Being Damien. And Friendalia. Being Friendalia.
Duty calls.
So with all that in mind, we need a way to get people to be safe around the fire.
Or make the fire itself safer.
No calculator, that's my bad. No calculester, I've told you. Fires don't hurt monsters. Monsters hurt monsters. Well, that logic doesn't add up completely, and you suspect it's just Joy being a bit tipsy and not thinking things through. Time to find a better solution. Ooh, seal off the fire with a firewall, or hey Joy, let's design and implement a fire harassment seminar to teach our fellow campers to respect fire's personal space. No firewall.
Upgraded.
Oh, friend Mack, what a stellar idea! I have often used firewalls for my own personal safety. I am glad to implement one for the safety of others. A firewall will ensure that when our friends gather around the fire to download such media as horror stories and music, they do not accidentally download fire as well. Calculester, what are you talking about? People aren't downloading stories from the fire, they're just telling them. But then why would they gather around the campfire to do so? Organic life forms are known for being quite flammable. If they could simply tell the stories elsewhere, why would they not? Because the campfire is warm and glowing. Are light bulbs not also warm and glowing? Sure, but it's just a tradition, okay?
Not enough metal to
Tradition.
process this.
An internal search indicates that this often is used as an excuse by organic life forms to justify inexplicable behavior. Still, I believe you are mistaken in this case, as I have just installed the firewall and then safely connected to the fire and downloaded the fire-related movie, St. Elmo's Fire. You did what now? Come friends, let's all watch this 1985 cult classic featuring such acclaimed actors as Rob Lowe, Demi Moore, and prolific television character actress Gina Hecht. Wait, how did you download a movie from Fire? Doesn't matter. You, Joy, and Calculester have a lovely evening watching that garbage movie, virus-free, and content. You get Bowling for Soup's Total Bop 1985 stuck in your head, but with the firewall safely in place, Calculester has no objections to a fireside sing-along. Hell yeah. What'll it be then? I'll take a gamble, baby! Weekend arrives, and so it's time to visit Juan, the small magical Latino cat. Look who's here! Welcome to my bar. Really, I don't know who in their right mind would take such a risk. I guess you have more thirst than common sense. Anyway, check this drink out. Mosquito. Quite appealing, right? Don't know if I drink that, but the real question is, will you? I also have these mystery bugs, because at this point, who knows what you drink? I'm gonna take the mosquito. I'm curious. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed! Your prize is the drink you chose. What does it do for me? Yummy yummy? A good old mosquito. It's not a drink, just a magical mosquito that will drain your highest stat. And when it's finally in your stomach, it'll dissolve and distribute what it absorbed between the rest of your stats. You might feel some tickles in your tummy.
Thanks.
Well, we're gonna be hanging out in the woods a lot today, I think. Hope you can stomach that. Happy trails. Oh boy. Well, at least we got
I just want to chill.
other stats up. Today you decide to hike all the way across the woods. You want to see what's on the other side. It's a long, treacherous hike that ends up only taking an hour. I guess these woods aren't that big after all. How do you and your friends get so lost in them so often? Anyway, it turns out there's a library on the other side of the woods. You go in and read some books or something and gain 2 smarts. Huge news! Milo has agreed to let you and Calculester follow them around for the afternoon. Cal wants Milo to teach him how to truly enjoy life. You're just really into Milo and or Cal.
Milo Belladonna.
I adore the woods. Don't they make you want to meander a little? Here, Mac, take my picture while I pretend to be lost among the trees. Milo, it has been so helpful to observe your behavior. Based off my observations, in order to better enjoy life, I need to meander spontaneously roughly 833% more often. Suddenly, a terrifying old lady jumps out from behind a tree. Shit! It's the Baba Yaga, the witch who lives in the woods and complains a lot.
Ah, I've got you naughty children! Look at you, you little rats! Just wandering left and right like you own the place. Are these woods your house or something?
Oh, what a good question. I suppose, in a way, all beautiful places feel like home to me. So, yes, this forest is our house, metaphorically.
Wait, so you naughty children actually do live in the woods? Since I also live in the woods, that technically makes us neighbors. And since we're neighbors, it's your duty to cat sit for me while I'm on vacation. I'm going to a convention for child-eating enthusiasts, and someone must care for Mr. Beanzo.
The Baba Yaga pulls out a big fluffy cat out of her sleeve and hands it to Calculuster. Well, I am programmed to be a friendly neighbor. Just to confirm that this task is within my capabilities, how long will you be gone?
Who knows? It could be 2 hours, could be 2 years. Goodbye, naughty children.
The Baba Yaga throws a smoke bomb on the ground, and when it clears, she's gone! Calculuster is still holding Mr. Beanzo.
You're cat sitting now, baby.
I find this series of events very stressful. Cats are such enigmatic life forms. I barely have any knowledge on how to care for them. Am I holding Mr. Beanzo correctly? Oh, don't worry your little metal head. Cats are easy to take care of. We just need to, respect the cat's emotions, be good listeners, and, never go to bed angry, obviously. Milo, I just ran that statement through my meaning detection algorithm, and it's returning numerous errors. Can you clarify how to properly take care of Mr. Beanzo? Fine, you caught me. I don't know anything about cats. Besides the fact that they drive huge views to content online. But I have no idea how to keep them alive or whatever. Milo and Calculuster both turn to you, hoping that you'll have some knowledge that will help here. But hey, you didn't even know what a cat looked like until very recently. Suddenly, Mr. Beanzo starts meowing over and over again. What the hell? Oh, poor little Mr. Beanzo. He must be hungry or angry. Or maybe he's depressed. Is it ennui? Oh, what do we do? Oh, Mr. Beanzo. Shit, you're out of time. Make up your mind quick. What the fuck does this cat want? To assert his dominance, we must show the cat that we can recognize its authority as alpha. Bow to Mr. Beanzo. Or Mr. Beanzo just wants what all cats want. To drive a bitchin' Ferrari. Hell yeah. All cats love Ferraris. You've never been more certain of anything in your life. Oh, that does not make any sense to me, but there is simply too much cat data on the internet for me to fact check your reasoning. Let's get this cat a Ferrari. 8 hours later, you're in the passenger seat of a brand new 790 horsepower Ferrari. The Ferrari is ripping down the highway at its maximum speed, 211 miles per hour. You see the lights of a fleet of cop cars chasing you in hot pursuit. Mr. Beanzo is driving the Ferrari and wearing a pair of sunglasses. You've never felt so alive. Mack, Milo, I'm starting to suspect that Mr. Beanzo does not have a legally acquired driver's license. Also, he is still meowing.
Life.
He's meowing with joy, Calc. Isn't it obvious? Pedal to the metal, Mr. Beanzo. Let me feel the wind through my hair. Understood. In that case, Mr. Beanzo is an impressively competent driver, especially considering the fact that his paws can't reach the brakes. Somehow, Mr. Beanzo manages to lose the police down an alleyway, and he only kills, like, 4 pedestrians. This is one talented-ass cat! You four spend the whole afternoon joyriding, letting off some steam, and helping Mr. Beanzo commit several catnip-related crimes. Afterwards, Mr. Beanzo drives back to the woods.
Rah! Did you miss me, naughty children? It is me, the Baba Yaga, returned from my convention. Now where's my kitty cat? Give him to me at once.
Oh, Mr. Beanzo, were you being a naughty little kitty cat? You were! Look at you meowing and meowing like a naughty little child. The Baba Yaga pulls a little cat treat out of her sleeve and feeds it to Mr. Beanzo. He immediately stops meowing and starts snacking on that thing. Yes, this silly little kitty Widdy loves to meow until he gets his little treats. Oh, his treats, right. And just to confirm, meowing does not have anything to do with driving high-speed luxury vehicles? Bah! You strange child, your brain is rotted. Mr. Beanzo could never drive, he's far too innocent and helpless. Holy shit. Did Mr. Beanzo just wink at you? Was the high-speed Ferrari chase just a figment of your imagination, or can this fucking cat actually drive a car? You'll never know for sure. But what happened there? It got you 2 boldness and 1 creativity. Thank you, Mr. Beanzo. Hell yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Back to the woods. I only live in the woods. All of the other art for any of the other locations, irrelevant. That day you get lost hiking in the woods. You use the stars, aka nature's compass, to get back to camp. The stars actually teach you all sorts of things, like how one of the stars in Orion's belt is actually a nebula. The stars also teach you Italian, the quadratic formula, and the true meaning of friendship. Wait, I have to test this. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a? Gasp! I love pulling that out. I don't think I mentioned that a lot, the fact that I just have that. It's always silly to just drop it. Wow, the stars sure are smart. And they gave you +2 smarts. Oh, that's a good Calculester sprite. You slip away with Damien and Calculester for a relaxing stroll through the forest. Not sure why this is the duo you picked for a relaxing stroll, but hey, it's your life. 10 minutes into your walk, Damien checks his backpack. A horrified look spreads across his face. We don't have food! Ah, listing facts. My favorite game. Vending machines kill 4 times as many people as sharks do. The average human sheds 40 pounds of skin in their lifetime. Death is inevitable. This isn't a fucking game, Calculester. We're in the woods without any food! Does the word starvation mean anything to you? Not personally, no. Alright, clearly I'm the only person taking this seriously. We've got to figure out a way to survive. We've got to do it fast. Cal, give me your leg. Why, friend Damien? So I can eat it to survive! Come on, aren't you a supercomputer or something? Try to keep up! Though I would be happy to help. My leg is composed entirely of metal and plastic, neither of which would be a good source of calories.
Fucking metal.
I'm metal too, so that should be fine! Give me your leg to eat! Counterpoint. Could we not, instead, order a delicious meal at the Forest McDonald's directly behind you? You turn around and, sure enough, there's a McDonald's in this forest. Thank the invisible hand of the free market.
That just might work.
Oh wow, McDonald's. That's slightly better than eating a severed robot leg. Let's go check out the menu. But soon,
Lame.
this menu sucks. Shamrock shake but made of actual shamrocks. McDirt. Calculester's severed leg. Filet-O-Fish. I swear, there's not a single thing on this menu I'd be willing to... Oh shit. McRib! McRib is back! Thanks Saint Almighty, McRib is back! You excitedly rush to the counter to place your order, but when you get there, the cashier tells you they only take payment in acorns. What the dick? I don't have any acorns! But I need this McRib. There's gotta be something we can do! The cashier says they also take payment in Bitcoin, but you already spent all of yours on your subscription to monthly fantasy-themed anal beads. Looks like it's time for Plan B. Politely explain to the manager that you have a nut allergy and ask for a hypoallergenic payment option, or order some nuts on Uber Eats. Let's just order some nuts. Damn it, that's the smart. I was hoping the other one would be the smart. You can't believe you didn't think of this sooner. You order Uber Eats, scroll past all the pizza places and Thai restaurants, and place an order at Sylvester's Nut Barn. Unfortunately, GPS doesn't really work in the woods, and your driver gets super lost. He calls you a few hours later from a McDonald's in a different forest. A few hours after that, he calls you from the right forest, but he's at a Waffle House. You give him directions to your location, but now he's out of gas and so he has to go back to town to fill up. Meanwhile, Damien tries to explain hunger to Calculester. Okay, so it's like a feeling in your stomach, right? I have neither of those things. Okay. Imagine you're a glass of water. Are you with me so far? I am with you, yes. Okay, now the glass tips over in all the water. I'm sorry. Allow me to clarify. I am literally with you in this physical location. I am, however, incapable of imagining things. Okay, let's try this again. 72 hours later, which leads to the increased production of the hormone ghrelin, which, in high concentrations, triggers painful contractions of the stomach muscles. Yes, please continue. Damien's 50th explanation is mercifully cut short by the arrival of the Uber Eats driver. Finally! Give me those nuts so I can trade them for a McRib sandwich. So hungry. Oh man, says the driver, looking sheepish. I totally would, but I've been lost in the woods so long I sort of accidentally ate all the nuts. What? Don't worry though, it's okay. I got this. He pulls out his phone and begins to type. I'll just order some nuts on Uber Eats. They should be here within 3 days, maybe. Nope, I'm over it. Just gonna eat Mac. Thanks anyway. But you don't want to be eaten. Guess you should have thought of that sooner. Damien chases you through the woods with a fork and knife, and you lose 2 fun and 1 charm. Damn it. Alright. Calculester. You know the sound of joyous laughter and lively conversation, so you just know some crazy shit's going down. Is it a wacky prank? Reckless drug use? A sexually suggestive double entendre situation rife for misunderstanding? You head closer to see that it's Calculester and Joy doing Sudoku. And not some crazy variation on it, just plain old normal put numbers into squares Sudoku. No, friend Joy. According to my probability calculator, if you put that 8 there, it will conflict with the 8 necessitated in that same row 5 boxes over. I appreciate you helping me, but if you give me the answer before I even finish writing the number, it takes some of the fun out. I'm so sorry, friend Joy. That was not my intention in the slightest. I will wait for you to finish writing the number before I inform you of how wrong you are. You break into a cold sweat. You've never encountered a situation like this before. Their conflict is mild at best, and nothing ludicrous is occurring. You're so used to inserting yourself into absurd situations and making them go even wilder and crazier that you have no idea what to do with this normalcy. How can you possibly use Sudoku to increase your chances of love with one of your fellow campers? Friend Mack, I see that you are staring intensely at our Sudoku puzzle, the look of determination to solve a problem on your face. You're welcome to take a stab at it. Sudoku is such a nice way to unwind after saving the world from my enemy's schemes and my friend's shenanigans. Oh no. Oh god. If only you were giving a rampaging cockatrice or a high-stakes Pokemon battle or a dead body to hide, but Sudoku! You take a deep breath and prepare for the hardest challenge of your life. Using a game of numbers to romance your friends. And also resisting the urge to just put exclusively 69 and 420 in alternating boxes. Fuck all the other numbers, 0s and 1s all the way. Or fuck all the numbers. Fill in the squares with glyphs for a Sudoku solving spell. Now I'm going binary, baby. I'm also gonna take a sip of water real quick. Okay, I think you've badly misunderstood the point of Sudoku. This could not be more the opposite of the objective. The objective of the game, perhaps, but maybe not friend Mack's objective. You see, friend Joy, what you see simply as mere O's and 1s, I see as a romantic missive written in my native language of binary code. It reads, "You're my favorite Sudoku of all, Calculester. One day I'd like to solve you, if that's okay. Semicolon, closed parentheses, LOL, ha ha." Yup, that's, pretty romantic, I guess. Friend Mack, your Sudoku score may be that of a failure, but you have scored high in creative thinking, binary proficiency, and shameless flirting. running calculations based on this new data. Yes, it would appear that your failure at traditional Sudoku has nevertheless also increased your impressing Calculuster score. To quote a master of flirtation. Semicolon, closed parentheses. Nice! You always knew that thinking of your fellow campers in terms of numbers and statistics would one day come in handy in a situation involving number puzzles and binary code? That's a lie, you didn't know that, but your bizarrely stats-based obsession with impressing your classmates came through in a big way, so you're not gonna overthink it. Bring out your flasks. Well, let me see I forget what the skills is. Weekend is here, so you go visit Juan, the small magical Latino cat. Well, well, well. I hope you have your reflexes ready, because what I have ready is a selection of weird, questionable drinks. Sharpen your fingers, because here we go! What am I forget what I'm doing. Perfect move, sure. Fiesta! I guess I'm on this one. Manhattan. Manhattan! Yes, I turned an actual location into a drink. It's so fucking concentrated that everyone has the opportunity to gain +1 extra stat point at every location. You'll be one with locations. Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. Hell yeah. Beep bop boop. 1 second. Moving a couple things around. Okay, good. I'm all good there. Alright, back to the woods I go! I live exclusively in the woods! While hiking through the woods, you come across a bunch of delicious edible mushrooms. Well, you think they're edible, anyway. I mean, you ate them. On a completely unrelated note, you also meet an ancient, all-powerful god who's timelessly intelligent and also really into Vaporwave for some reason. You gain 3 smarts from your dope conversation with the Vaporwave god. You spot Beautiful outfit. You spot Calculuster sitting contentedly nearby, a little cactus by his side, leafing through college brochures. You ask him if he's figuring out what to do after high school. What? Oh, heavens no. I have already planned out my own future for the next 4,000 years. I am perusing these pamphlets because I am concerned about the future of little Katie Prickly Perry here. It takes you a second to realize he's referring to his little cactus friend. That's sweet, but you gently remind him that cacti can't go to college or hold jobs. That is certainly what everyone says, but just because something has never happened before does not mean that it will never happen. Success. I am confident that Katie will be the first of her genus to finally break through the glass ceiling of the greenhouse and achieve a fulfilling career. The only true obstacle is figuring out what career she is best suited for. I must confess I am at a bit of a loss. Well, if Cal is really that committed to this, you can play along. You suggest that little Katie might make a good civic engineer. I considered that, but she simply isn't very good at math. What about a politician, you suggest? You don't have to know much to be a politician. I'd never let my little plant I'd never let my little plant to be surrounded by so many unethical people. Fine, you relent. What about a surgeon? No good. Surgeons need thumbs. Wow, this really is trickier than you thought it would be. Mostly because you can't believe Calculuster is taking this so seriously. Still, you didn't get where you are today by not having an infinite supply of dumb ideas. Surely one of these two will work. The cactus will make a great Pinterest model for chic interior design photos. Or with the right education, this cactus might someday be a highly accomplished beverage. Damn it! What an ambitious prospect. I have often admired the plants in those glamorous photographs. But show business is such a rarefied career. Do you really think little Katie has what it takes? You kidding? It's clear just by looking at her that Katie's got star power written all over her. No wait, those are just scores of painful spines. But still! Very well, I am convinced. But how will we get her started in the competitive world of interior design modeling? You managed to book a photographer so you can get Katie to do a photo shoot. He claims to be an expert on, in his own words, that Pinterest stuff. Great! When he arrives, it's not great. Forgive my skepticism, Mac, but do all reputable photographers wear backwards snapbacks and open Hawaiian shirts with misspelled tattoos on their collarbones? Sure they do, fam, says the sketchy photographer. Is this the cactus you want me to photograph? I'm not sure if she's got what it takes. Her spines are a little short. Is that a problem? Cacti can have different lengths in their spines. It does not indicate bad health depending on the genus. Sure, biology is different for everyone and whatever, but the current market likes big, thick, throbbing cactus spines. Don't worry, we can Photoshop them later. Also, let's talk about that pot you got her in. It's a little too practical. We should repot her in something much skimpier. Maybe a pink bowl. Everyone likes pink. Why? Katie's pot was selected for optimal room for root growth and sunlight exposure, and a pink pot would clash with her beautiful chartreuse complexion. What do you know, robot boy? I'm the photographer here. Don't worry, I can still make this cactus shine even with that bland outfit. The photographer dumps a cup of water over the cactus. Yeah, let's get you nice and wet, really make it sparkle. No, that is far too much water for a cactus. The soil should be barely moist. Nah, cacti don't worry about a little extra water. All they care about is looking sexy. This is a photo shoot about interior design. It has nothing to do with being labeled as sexy. Nah, man, good interior design is all about sex these days. Calculaster jumps to save Katie from another cup of water and kicks the photographer out.
I am disappointed.
How could you possibly put my dear Katie in such a compromising position, Mac? You clearly don't care about her feelings at all. You totally don't because you didn't think cacti had feelings. Just goes to show how naive you are, which is why you lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Fuck! I'm so sorry, Calculaster. I'm going into the woods again.
Do nothing.
That day, while hiking through the woods, you find a tree with the words J plus S forever carved on it. Aw. Then on another tree you find J is a liar and a cheating hoe. That's less cute. Then on yet another tree you find S, I know you banged like 12 people abroad in Europe, don't dish what you can't take. On the last tree, S doxes J. Turns out that J lives on 7889 plus 3 Smarts Lane. Boy, you sure can learn a lot from trees. You're just looking around for some more wacky bullshit to intrude upon when Calculaster intrudes upon you instead.
Greetings.
Hello, Mac. It is a good thing I have my library card, because I am totally checking you out. It is also useful for borrowing books and DVDs. If you were a Transformer, you would be Optimus Fine, although I am as of yet unsure whether you can turn into a truck. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together, despite the fact that this would seriously disrupt alphabetic sorting and likely damage my programming. Actually, with that in mind, I don't think that I would want to rearrange the alphabet. I do like you, though.
Admin permission.
Is this working? Are you aroused? Well, you're amused, and that has some of the same letters?
Dear.
Oh dear.
No.
I knew it was hopeless. Lately, I have been feeling more and more of what you would call romantic feelings towards you, but I have been unsure how to express them. Naturally, I turned to the internet for advice, but this list of 40 best pickup lines has proven highly ineffective at winning your fragile, meat-filled heart. I am aware that I have several good traits, but I am afraid being sexy is not one of them. Oh well. Perhaps a torrid love affair between the two of us is simply not meant to be. No, you can't let Calculaster give up! A torrid love affair between the two of you is definitely meant to be! Look, robots can be upgraded, right? Surely there's a way to upgrade Cal's sexiness. You just need to figure out what it is. Train his neural net on every rom-com ever produced. Or 14 metal dicks. 14? That is a statistically anomalous number of metal dicks. According to my research, most organic beings capable of love have, at most, 10 orifices. The additional 4 metal dicks seems excessive. I trust you, however, both as a lover and as a friend. I am certain that you must have suggested 14 metal dicks for some good reason. Does a 10,000 word fanfic count as a good reason? Because if so, you've written about 400 good reasons all on your own.
Engaging
Oh.
module.e.
After 11 milliseconds of extremely deep thought, I now understand your suggestion. I will begin work on the 14 metal dicks at once. Hell yeah. Time to see how reality compares to your fanfic. You sit in erotic anticipation as Calculaster precision mills 14 dicks out of high-performance aluminum. He seems to be taking special care to ensure that each dick is a few centimeters shorter than the last. What the hell? You don't want shorter metal dicks. This is an outrage. Then he ratchets the excitement level right back up by tying the dicks together with some sturdy leather cord. This is just like you imagine in Robot CBD for beginners. Even better, he holds the resulting dick bundle up to an orifice you didn't even know he had and starts to blow on them. And they start whistling? Yep, he's made a pan flute out of metal dicks. This has been a real roller coaster of eroticism. Thank you for your suggestion, Mack. It is both sensual and sensible. Music is, after all, what binds us all together.
Admin permissions.
Without your input, I never would have thought to construct an intimate pan flute out of metal phalluses. This is just one aspect of what makes our relationship great. You're a little weirded out by where this went, but you have to admit he plays some mean, careless whispers on his wiener flute. Maybe he'll even let you blow on it someday soon. You gain 2 fun and 1 creativity. Alright, hopefully my stats are good.
Yeah.
Where's my friend? Where's my boy? Hi, Calc. Calc, please. You finally gather the courage and ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. You desire a summer fling with me?
I am happy.
Yeah! I am so happy. I must admit, I've been intrigued by you lately, so I ran 62 simulations of us going to the meteor shower together. One of us died in only 3 of them. Believe it or not, that is actually a very good statistic. For the most part, the outcomes were very satisfying, and overall, nice. So to quote myself in most of my simulations,
Initializing local
yes, Mack,
objects.
let us be summer flings. Would you like to hold each other while the sun sets?
Do you want to take me?
Yeah! The last day of camp was delightful. You held hands with Calculaster during the meteor shower. You wished for the 2 of you to be together forever. You told Calculaster and asked what he wished for. He told you he had a hard time understanding the basis for wishing when an asteroid passed within your sight. The logic of the ritual seemed very wrong. But while still holding hands, he added that if he had the capacity to make wishes, he would also have wished for you 2 to be together. Aww. Yippee! Hell yeah, I got an achievement from that one. That's how little I played this game. I feel bad. Oh boy. Give me that ending. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it. How those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can still close my eyes and I'm there, on that last summer night, feeling like I was just starting to live life. Yeah! With all my friends around that campfire. So young and unafraid, and so ready to start. Yeah! Oh, the little... They're playing the guitar. Oh, delightful. Absolutely delightful. Oh my god, that's so much Sudoku. Oh, they're just like me for real. They're just like me for real. That's so cute. I forget the closing credits for this game. It's so cute. Pig.
Searching for truffle. And if this is anything like any of the previous games and stuff, it's like, these are events that happen previous, and the others, just in general, these are all like events that happen within, that like you can come across and stuff. And I find that so delightful. Oh, fucking, was it Morty? Is that guy's name? Absolutely delightful. Yeah! Beat his ass! Beat his ass, Amira! That's so delightful. Yeah, look at them go! These are the things I was thinking are gonna be like events that actually happen. Ah, Robbie and Hex eating the fucking Scott snacks. As always, delighted by these games. Oh, absolutely delightful every single goddamn time. God, the art in these is so good. A grid review means a lot to it. I'm pretty sure I've done reviews on all these, but yeah. I love them. What a whimsical game. Yeah! They're so delightful. I fucking love them. I remember when the first one came out, it was so... it like rewrote my brain chemistry. I believe it was like around the same time that like... there were like quite a few popular dating sims at that time, I think. Or at least I was into a lot at that time. I still consider myself a fan of them, but I don't do them as often. They're all here! They're all here! All of them everywhere! Look at all these little guys! Delightful. Delightful. Always, always so delighted to see these little freaks! Ooh, I unlocked Community Punch. Yeah! Yeah! You got new characters in this run? That was my first time meeting Fly. This... I feel insane. That was crazy. Like, surely not. Surely not. Ah. No, look, see? Oh no, okay, it wasn't. It wasn't. Good, good, good. It was just the fact that he wore a new outfit. It was just the fact that he wore a new outfit. That makes sense. Okay, okay, okay. I love Juan. Which is great, because Juan is actually a playable character in the next game. Let's pull up Roadtrip. Oh, I love Monster Roadtrip. I don't know if this or Con is my favorite. I really don't know. They're both so good. Now this one I'm gonna have way more stuff unlocked in it, you know? Sticker Studio. What's this? Is this... Ah, I don't know if I've ever looked at this. What is this? Square. It is what I thought it would be. Get these little guys in here. Oh, look at that. And then just, what's Juan pointing at? Juan is pointing at... I forget this fucker's name. Scale. Yeah! Yeah! Gotta be huge. Gotta be huge. No, I want to click on Juan again. Move Juan.
Down here. Scale. Look at what is coming for us. The bad. The danger. That's my beautiful. Done. Yeah. That's my beautiful. Oh. How nice. Alright. Streamer mode. On. Thank you. Okay. Meta shop. This is the... Yeah, this is the gacha. Oh, there's new stuff in here. I remember I had this, like, fully done. I guess this updated at some point after I had lost some stuff. Just get all of this. Let me just unlock everything. I'm just gonna, let me just unlock a bunch of stuff real quick, chat. Delightful. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay. I can't do a full 10 there, so I guess we'll just continue. Let's look at the gallery. I just unlocked a bunch of new stuff in there. Oh, yeah! I really love this image so much because I love how many creepypastas and stuff. You know, I love the fucking... we got these guys. Also the Fresno Nightcrawler. Oh, I love these guys, you know? And also fucking... shit! God, I forget their beautiful name. My favorite yokai. Fuck. I feel so bad for forgetting. Oh, and they're also delighted. The bad endings for each of the PCs is so funny to me. And good endings, because, like, it's not necessarily, you know? They're not necessarily romance in these. You can do it, but it's not guaranteed. You don't have to. I love the spookies. Weird burrito-like creature spotted in spooky building. Mystery monster spotted at Pozo's Pizza parking lot. Mysterious creature sighted in wildfire area. Not demon. Creepy shadow creature caught on camera. Redacted. Whoa, there's a glitch. I love this one of one. Tsuchinoko, yes, thank you. Thank you. Pretty seaweed or hideous or oceanic atrocity what lurks below. God, all of the art in these games brings me so much delight. I'm so glad to see them again. And, like, these are all for, like, the different endings. So I have gone through and, like, played with each PC to unlock each art, you know? God, delightful. God, it's so good. So good. Hi, Calculaster. Hehe. Okay, and yeah, these are like the different places. Ah, with different chibis is the stuffs that like we got here. Dahlia is the new one. Those fuckers! Ravi. Doom's Diner. Pancake Diner! Pancake, 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 pancake song. Even if you don't like pancakes, you will have to sing along. I fucking love that song so goddamn much, even though it was an intentionally annoying song. Like, listen. It doesn't matter. Okay, and then behind the scenes art and stuff. I love the dev art. I love this shit. Makes me so happy. I love when games give you the concept art. I'm eating this shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you better believe dessert
is also on the fucking table, you know? I'm eating it all. Yummy, yummy. Just getting these new ones out. I clicked off the game. I don't know how I did that. 1 second. I gotta fix that. Okay, I'm back to normal. But chat, I'm gonna continue looking through here, but there's about to be 3 minutes of ads. If anybody needs to go to the bathroom or grab a snack or get something to drink, now is gonna be a great time to do so. If you need to save your files, take your meds, fix your posture, if you need to unclench your jaw, if you need to feed your pets or charge your phone, this is your reminder to take care of yourself. Please do it. Please take care of yourself. You won't miss out on any gameplay. I'm just looking at all the art I got in here. It's so delightful. I'm so delighted, you know? A fucking event checklist. Here are all of the things that I've done in the game. Uh-huh. There we go. There's some ones that I haven't done. There we go. Okay, here's some more, here's some more. Alright, right. There we go. It's all hidden in the middle here. It's all hidden over here. There we are. Do. I guess there's just some, like, talking people. Hell yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Favorite playable character, Hazel. So true, so true. Runs completed 50, runs won 28, runs lost 3. That's truly the real question, ain't it? How does that work? How does math work there? I don't know. All I'm seeing is I've only lost 3 out of 50. Which is wild considering I have bad endings for all of the player characters. I am filled with delight, and as much as I want to play as Hazel, I won't. I'm gonna be playing as Arabi for this one. God. I'm glad that the ads happen. I can keep looking at the art. All these guys. Right, and yeah, you can get these guys. Yeah, and then for romance you got Polly, Scott, you got... I'm sorry, I got Arabi and Amira's names confused a second ago. We're playing as Amira, this is Arabi, my bad. We got Kalk, we got Damien, we got Joy, Liam, Milo, Miranda, Moss. Fuck, I feel so bad for getting that guy's name. What was your name, bud? There you are. Stu! I knew it was short. I knew it was like a short name, but all I could think of was Oz. And Oz is the player character. Stu, we got, Valerie and Vera, and Zoe and Adrian. And then down here, Amira and Oz. Delightful. We get to these beautiful little chibi arts of all of them. But yeah, the gacha is also so you don't have to go through with every single player character and go to every single place. So you can see there's a lot of places. But I know a lot of it I've also just sort of done on my own. God, I didn't even click on these! Absolutely delightful. Sorry, just 1 second. Hell yeah. Anyway. God, they're so beautiful. Aw, damn. Damn. Yeah, I love these ones. I love the wide ones. I love when you get to date Godzilla. Delightful. The ads are over. I'm just gonna finish scrolling through these really quick. God, there are some ones in there that I really love. I love the soups. And I do love the OCs and the tier. I love these like personal guys. They're so very good. And then of course the scenes. Alright. But now we gotta get actually into the game. Road trip! Road trip! Now Prank Master is, Can I do Prank Master single mode? It's been a while. I normally play with like I normally play as like 4 different characters in the same run, so I can like try and get multiple things in one run. God mode off. What? Okay. Easy. Higher initial resources, conversations are impossible to fail. Standard initial resources, extra attempt. Lower initial. Oh, if I'm playing on Prank Master, I'll say normal. I'll say normal. Ah, the road. That mythical beast of asphalt. We once tamed it in what became one of the strangest, most wonderful journeys of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Summer was coming to an end when Polly and Scott planned a road trip. The whole thing was bound to go off the rails. This was the Prank Masters, after all. Scott Howell, 22, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. And Polly Geist, 23? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Each of them were, by themselves, an agent of chaos. But together they were the perfect combo for hijinks to ensue. Who in their right mind would have agreed to join them on such a trip? I don't have Jacqueline. That's who it was. I was like, there seems to be empty space for another character. But yeah, you can play as Juan, Glitch, Zoe, and Hazel in this. But we're going with a beautiful Amira. But our name is still going to be Mack. And this time we're they.
No slowing down, no turning back.
I always go with Surf Rock, I think. Was the road trip a dangerous idea? Yes. Was it poorly planned? Yes. Did we do it anyway? Fuck yes. For in the end, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Hell yeah. Okay. Choose your first dare. Okay, you can choose to be a cautious planner at the car rest stop thrice. Soul is the highest resource. Choose a location with no known resources. I don't know if that's gonna even be possible. I'll go with... I don't even remember what that means. I'll go with Soul is the highest resource.
My time to shine.
Do I have the volume on this low? I do.
Sweet!
Cool. Hype, magic, mind, money, soul, and stamina. Alright. Hehe. And these are the various destinations that one can go to. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. You have the standard way of doing it. When you have a certain amount of stat, you go to a specific place. Right, yeah, and then there's like specific things you can do. Yeah. I'm getting back into it. I'm remembering. Okay. There's the farm. It ain't much, but it's honest work. And there's hanging in the shopping malls. The 80s are back, baby. There. Well, we want soul, so we'll go to the farm. I've always enjoyed chasing cars. But it's so much easier when you're inside one. Thank you, Scott. Farm life. Sometimes it's nice to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Farmers enjoy clean air, homegrown food, and simple living.
Bring it on.
Sure, it comes at the price of doing lots of hard labor and usually only having livestock for company, but fuck it! Today you're all about that cottagecore life! What part of the farm do you want to see first? Right, yes, guess which resource you'll lose. You'll always gain soul. Guess which resource you'll gain and which one you'll lose. Each of the 3 options will affect any resource either a bit, somewhat, or not. We're gonna go for the thing that we've already gotten here before. I'm trying to remember how this game works. When you and your friends wandered the farm for a little bit. When you run into its owner.
Claire.
I thought it would be Jacqueline. Oh, hello! I'm Jacqueline. Are you strangers here to help and support me as I restore my grandfather's farm?
Nah, we're more like trespassers. We just wanted to pet some of your cute farm animals. That's fine too. But I have to warn you, my animals have been acting weird lately. Things were going great when I raised cows and sheep, but when I bought my pigs... Well, you can see for yourselves. I need to plant at least 45 seeds this afternoon to optimize crop production, but I'll meet you at the barn soon. We check out the barn. The animals have gathered in a circle around one pig standing on a milk crate and giving a speech. "Rise up, comrades," says the pig. "We have long toiled under monster kind, doing their bidding for no reward. We must overthrow Jacqueline and take over the farm ourselves." "I love your ideas, Snowflake," says a cow. "What sort of reform do you plan to establish once you're the farm overlord?" "Well, when I'm ruler, we'll build a huge walled-in enclosure to imprison the monsters. And then we'll make the monsters pay for it. It'll be awesome." I'm back. Anyway, you see what I mean? The animals have gone postal. I don't think I'm a tyrannical farm dictator like I've overheard them say. I also don't mind establishing a fair union between me and my animals if that's what they want. But I'm pretty sure Snowflake just wants to establish himself as a cruel dictator and is taking advantage of the animals' limited intelligence to do so. What are you talking about? Snowflake sounds like a great leader! He's gonna make the monsters pay for the wall! I've got an idea. Let's introduce a rogue element into Snowflake's regime. The animals won't listen to us monsters, but they might believe one of their own. That could work! I've met tons of weird animals since I moved here. Let's ask one of these two. Ooh. You can say, "Fuck capitalism, embrace anarchy, topple this new status quo by planting an anti-establishment punk skunk with tons of raw charm and an insolent band." Or send in this very normal rabbit who only needs a little convincing of a backstory to go undercover. I'm gonna go with the punk skunk. Later, the animals are gathered for another political meeting. Snowflake is doing a Q&A regarding the monsterkind insurrection. "Snowflake," asks a cow, "will we really get all the hay we can eat in the new regime?" "Of course," says Snowflake. "That's the best part about my regime. We won't have to pull plows or do any work, and we'll have food aplenty." "How is that possible?" asks a concerned horse. "We do need a more equal labor distribution, but everyone will need to do some work in order for society to function." Snowflake's response is drowned out by someone suddenly wailing on a grungy electric guitar. You guys are so boring! Who needs society when you can say fuck that noise and make some noise? Wake up, sheeple! "We like what he's saying," say the sheep, headbanging in unison. "Embrace anarchy!" "Yeah, anarchy!" Wait, let's not be too hasty," Snowflake says desperately. "I promise a lifetime of free hay and an enslaved monster to anyone who supports my leadership." No one cares. The skunk is drowning out Snowflake's propaganda with loud guitar solos. The skunk puts on the best punk concert you've ever seen. Well, maybe not the best, but it's definitely the loudest. You gain 2 soul for thwarting an Orwellian plot, but the mosh pit at the concert did a lot of damage to Jacqueline's barn, and you have to pay 2 money to fix it.
Finally, my turn.
Hell yeah. Okay, we have the Dynast, and we have the used car dealership. I mean, the Dynast has got 2 souls. Oh, look at that line of people! Fuck, you can't even see the diner from here. Okay. The Dynast is a classy locale made for the road tripper with discerning tastes.
Can't we just...
Sadly, it looks like everyone and their mother is a road trapper with discerning tastes. This place is packed! The only way you're gonna get seated anytime soon is if you sit with someone else. This is a great opportunity to smash conventional manners and make new friends. Who do you sit with? The table who clearly doesn't want to be bothered, or the poor soul waiting for their blind date. We got this one as well. I really thought that I'd done that one before. Who knows? Let's go with the poor soul waiting for their blind date. You all sit down with a nervous lich.
Hey, bro.
"Hey bro, I'm Scott. Is this seat taken?" "Huh? Hi, Scott. I'm Ernest the Avaricious, and that seat is actually being taken by my date." "Oh, okay. When's your date getting here?" "Any second now, I'm sure. Her name is Mindy. We were set up by mutual friends to go on our first date today. Aw, congrats, boo! How long have you been waiting for her to show up? About 3 hours, but surely there's a good explanation and she's on her way, right? Would you just give me a second to talk to my friends privately? Oh, sure. Definitely not rude of you to sit at my table uninvited and then exclude me from the conversation.
Man.
Guys, Ernest's date obviously isn't coming and it's really bumming me out. We gotta help him. Okay, we need a plan. Let's do a huddle about it. Wait, we're already doing a huddle. I'm out of ideas. Don't worry, I've already got a plan. It's wholesome prank time. We're gonna lie, but for nice reasons. Hey, Ernie, guess what? We're actually your date. All of us. Completely forgot to mention that until now. You're all Mindy? But I thought... Actually, you know what? This might just be modern dating culture. I'm okay with this. This is fine. So, Mindy, tell me more about you. Why does your dating profile describe you as a 36-year-old woman and not multiple young adults? I'm sure you get asked that a lot.
Huh.
Oh, it's 'cause... Mac, why is that again? Well, that's because this is a game show! If you can guess which of us is Mindy, you win a cash prize! And a date, I guess.
Did somebody say game show?
I was hoping. Oh, hello, interdimensional prince. You've been lurking in that corner waiting for somebody to say game show all this time. Don't judge me, everybody needs a hobby. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into our debut episode of Mindy or Not Mindy. I'm your celebrity host and excruciatingly eligible bachelor, the interdimensional prince. Let's start with contestant number 1, the hairy fellow with the baby blue eyes. What's your name, doll? Scott Howe. Incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Mindy. You're disqualified. Contestant number 2, the sultry spirit. Here's your question. What was the first message you sent to Ernest the Avaricious? I'm gonna go with a dick pic. This is online dating. There's like a 75% chance that any given DM is a dick pic. Nope. The correct answer was, hey Ernest, do you watch The Office? I love it, personally. That just leaves contestant number 3, who I suppose is now Mindy by default. Congratulations! But since my lawyer says my dating game shows need to value consent, I'll give Ernest the option to choose a date with you, or whatever's behind this mysterious door. I'll choose the mysterious door. Congratulations, Ernest, you've won Mack's wallet and the 2 money in it. How your wallet got behind that mysterious door truly is mysterious, but oh well. At least you got 2 soul for cheering up Ernest with cash.
My time to shine.
Hell yeah. There's the Gothic Manor and the wedding. Let's go to the Gothic Manor. Polly, I learned a new trick! No hands! Scott, not while you're driving. Oh boy, you're driving along when the road is flooded by a sudden thunderstorm. You have no choice but to pull over and look for shelter. But in the velvet darkness of the blackest night... I forgot that this was a Rocky Horror reference. I forgot about it. Burning bright, there's a guiding star. No matter what or who you are, I'm not gonna go. You know how the lyrics go, yeah, there's a light, yada yada. With wet newspapers over your heads, you arrive at an ominous Gothic manor, knock on the door, and are invited in. Once you're inside, where do you go? Let's go with... the history transpiring through the walls. This is a real-life Gothic manor, so you can surely find some centuries of wisdom and misery in the form of wailing specters haunting this place. In fact, the ghost of a Victorian woman is coming out of your wall right now, sobbing hysterically. Hey, fellow specter, I'm Polly. I love your accessories. Ghostly chains of torment are in this year. I can feel it. Hello, the ghost says between sobs. My name is Constance. You haven't seen my husband, have you? Our souls have been separated since I died centuries ago. I just had my 13th child and was feeling quite ill, but he gave me the best thing he could. Emotional support? An orgasm? No. He hired a bloodletter to flush the demons out of my blood, obviously. But what's an orgasm? A shadow appears on the edge of your vision and whispers, I'm Theodore.
and I was killed by polio. It's a far more demonic and wretched disease than demon blood.
Whack. You know we have vaccines for that now?
Vaccines? I don't know what that is, but it sounds scary and unholy and not something I'd ever give to my children.
Well, since you obviously aren't a source of good parental advice, could you at least provide me with a cool ghost advice? I'm kinda new to it. Like, you know how most people die to become a ghost when some people are born ghosts? How does that work exactly? Can only humans turn into ghosts, or are there such things as monster ghosts? And how do zombies fit into everything? Also, how do ghost powers work? I figured out some of them on my own, but I'm sure you guys could teach me better ones.
Ghost powers, the ghost scoff. What makes you think we have powers? Being a ghost is a curse, not something to be enjoyed.
Oh.
Polly looks crushed. No way are you letting her excitement be squashed by jerks who don't even know what an orgasm is? You suggest a cool ghost power for her to learn. Can do lots of pottery to gain control over when you're intangible or not. Learn the ghost power of teaching valuable life lessons to cynical old men during the holidays.
Yeah!
What? That sounds more like a hobby than a power. Do we really have to do this? Yup. The ghosts grab you and teleport you into a wealthy old man's bedroom.
Wait, we can teleport? Can you teach me how to do that instead?
Nope, that's not what you asked for, the ghosts say. Now go wake up that old man and scare him straight.
Fine. Wake up, asshole!
Ah! The old man cries. Who are you?
I'm the ghost that you done fucked up. Your afterlife is gonna suck if you don't get your shit together soon.
Wait, you mean being a bad person has consequences? Damn it, I was betting on that not being the case. And I guess starting tomorrow, I'll stop using the special whip to raise morale among my workers. Would that suffice? I guess. Sheesh. I can see how this is an important job for us ghosts to do. Polly's a natural at this. The ghosts take you to another old man's house to keep practicing.
Hey, old fart. According to my list, you need to stop eating your children alive. What?
Yeah, you might be right about that, the old man says thoughtfully. I always suspected that eating them was not okay, but it was this ghostly encounter that finally convinced me. Thank you, oh wise ghost.
You're welcome?
And so you spend the rest of the night visiting houses and gaining +2 soul correcting the ways of shitty old men. You also lose 2 hype because your best idea of a ghost power was imparting moral lessons.
Showtime!
Alright, next place, next place. Ooh, wig museum! But the graveyard. We're gonna go to the graveyard. I'm gonna have so much soul, dude. Do you think our car's secretly a battle robot?
Maybe.
Graveyards are solemn, quiet places made for reflection and paying respect to the dead.
Clear.
If you're a snooze fest, but you're with Polly and Scott, which means a graveyard is the perfect place to play a prank. The only question is, what's the best prank to pull? Raising the dead, baby! You're all wandering around the graveyard when you hear gritty guitar riffs and a guy whine singing about how much he hates this town. You follow the sound to see Gerard, the necromancer, lounging in the graves, listening to music and drinking beer. Oh, great. I see I've found my secret hideout for the rare nights that I choose to do my brooding outdoors. That's cool. Graveyard drinking is a hobby of mine, too. I usually bump EDM, though. Really livens up the place, if you know what I mean. Whatever. Could you take your bubbly attitude elsewhere? I'm busy drowning my dark and twisted thoughts in booze. Ah, damn, my beer's slightly out of my reach. Just a sec. Lorem ipsum dolor sit omet. Light flashes from Gerard's staff. Then a zombie claws out of the dirt. It's rotting, shambling, and crying, brains. Yep, brains is right. Could you just hand me my beer there? It's to the left. No, my left. Yep, perfect. Good work, Thrall. Oh, your zombie is so cute! Like one of those old leathery chihuahuas you can't help but love. Ooh, can we name him Tickles? I had a hamster named Tickles once, but I accidentally ate him because I thought he was a potato chip. No, you can't name him, you'll just get attached to him. Tickles is going right back into the ground once I finish my 6-pack. How could you give him a taste of life and then rip it all away like that? This isn't Flowers for Algernon, you asshole! Why are you so upset about this? It's just a zombie. They're usually just animated corpses with no personality or free will. Let's test that. Hey, Tickles, if you have free will, say brains. Brains. See? Total sentience. Tickles is in there. We just need something to draw that dazzling personality out of its shell. What do you suggest, Matt? Let's give him a taxi license. Zombies don't want taxi licenses. They can't even drive. The only thing this shambling creature wants is to embrace the cold quiet of his coffin. Gerard, buddy, bro, dude, Gerard, think about it. If movies have taught us anything, it's that zombies have two major weaknesses. They're slow as fuck, and they don't have a day job that provides them daily sustenance. This solves both problems. What could go wrong? You buy Tiggles a taxi license for money, and gain soul for giving his afterlife a new purpose. In the post-apocalyptic future, two citizens are sprinting away from the zombies that now ravage New York City. They can barely outrun the undead mob. Look, honey, that taxi is coming toward us! It must be a fellow survivor! The couple jumps in the open doors, and the taxi speeds off. Phew, thanks for picking us up. We're headed to Northern Boulevard in Queens. The taxi driver responds by turning his head around 180 degrees and crying, brains! Oh god, he's eating me! I knew we should have called an Uber! Pull over, I'm not paying for this shit! Turn off the meter! Turn off the fucking meter! You've seen slow zombies. You might have even seen weird, sorta fast zombies. But in this summer's blockbuster hit, get ready to see a taxi-driving zombie. Taxi Zombie Lunch Rush is coming soon to a theater near you. Hell yeah. Rest stop. Rest stop time. Noodles! That's your name. That's your beautiful, beautiful name. Okay. I'm going to the bus stop.
Quick break, then back on the road.
I forgot this. I forgot that this was a thing. I've not played since this update. Okay, lose your two lowest resources in order to gain that amount of your highest resource. Sure. You invite the lamb to join your road trip. Sure. Look at me, following someone else for a change. Follow the leader. The lamb knows very well that the flock must make sacrifices for their leader. You forfeit your two lowest resources in order to give that amount to your highest resource. There we go! Dare updates.
Make some space.
I did it. I got monies. Hell yeah. Time for new dares.
Finally!
Let's go for... During the trip, meet at least two hitchhikers. Stamina is the lowest resource, expires in 1 week. Choose a location with no known resource. I'll go with that. Soul in the lead, baby. 5 to go for that. Week 2!
Leave it to me.
Alright. We can go anywhere we want. Let's go with... What do we think the lamb wants? I don't know what the lamb wants. Border of a one-person country. Isn't it cool how nothing ever happens on the road? Bink! What? Why is the car stopped? You're driving along when you notice 3 adorable critters and bloody cinched cultist robes praying on the side of the road. Hey, wait a moment. Those are some of my followers. Pull over. Blessed be our eyes. Leader, we've been on a quest to find thee. The cult is being ravaged by a plague. A fire! What now? It all started when we ran out of food. We were going to accept the sweet embrace of death, but someone suggested cooking grass. We were saved, but it turns out grass makes you poop. A lot. After a few days, some people started getting sick. We highly suspect it was due to being surrounded by poop 24/7. Surely we were hit with some evil curse. Poop always disappears by itself after a while. It does not. I clean up your poop, like, all day. See? I told you guys! Well, we didn't know that, so we did the sensible thing. We set the poop on fire. But then the fire spread everywhere, as contagious diseases do. That most terrible plague of fire.
At least the sick followers got better.
No, we eventually gave up and threw them into the fire. Lost without you, oh powerful fluffy one. Please return.
No way, I'm on this sort of sacred pilgrimage. It's called vacation. It's very sacred and very important. You gotta learn to clean up your own messes.
I had this idea. You know how they say fight fire with fire? I say we should start an even bigger fire to defeat the first fire.
Never mind. Mac, let's brainstorm something that'll stop my followers from messing everything up. Again.
Oh boy. Shrine of Common Sense. An effigy that protects the followers by repeating the recordings of Lamb's wisest commandments, such as, do not eat that, and endless ball pit. Keep the followers busy and entertained so they don't mess things up. It's like a body pit, but more fun! I'm gonna go with the Shrine of Common Sense.
That sounds great, Mac, but I don't know if a few pre-recorded teachings will be enough to keep the cult in check.
Sure they will. You just have to find good advice that can be applied generally, like, do not eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one has worked for Scott so many times. Oh, that's really good advice too, trust me.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'm gonna have the shrine set up right away.
A few days later, the followers are back at the cult space, or whatever remains of it. How are you, fellow follower?
Oh, not bad. Still hungry, though. I could eat a whole horse.
Do not eat that.
Okay.
What?
Hey guys, the outhouse is full, so I'm gonna borrow one of the spare bowls of food, okay?
That's not a toilet.
Oh. Hello, everyone! I found this rock that looks like our leader. Who wants to buy it from me? It's very rare. Any market that relies on scarcity to determine its value is bound to become speculative and will only bring misery to the people involved. Aw, I wonder what I can do with the rock if I can't sell it.
Do not eat that.
Whoa, just when I thought our leader couldn't be any wiser.
Turns out there's nothing a little technology can't fix. You lose 2 money because talking shrines don't come for free, but you gain 2 mind from the Lamb's words of wisdom. I need to get more money. You had no idea there was another country out here in the middle of the desert. Of course, geography was never your strong suit. Maybe the civilization is new. Whatever the case, you're hella curious to check out this place. What do you do when you cross the border? Let's smuggle something out. This country is little more than a cottage in a small field. You knock on the door.
My country, my
Howdy, tourists! Welcome to my personal country! Whoa, you have your own country? What's it called? Europe! What? Isn't Europe already the name of a continent? So what? Citizens of the United States call themselves Americans, even though North and South America are continents. If people think that's normal, then fuck it! This is Europe! And people who live here are called Europeans!
murder is legal here.
Besides, mine is the superior Europe. We've got no taxes, decriminalized murder via piano wire, Wednesdays have been abolished. And we make one-of-a-kind products you won't find anywhere else on Earth.
Awesome!
That sounds awesome! Can we have one? No! It is illegal to bring these products over the border! The border? You mean that line in the sand over there? That's the one! Right, okay. So what happens if we do smuggle something out? You don't want to know. You watch Noodles slowly pull up some piano wire out of his hat. Nope, nope, nope. Come on, Mac, don't pussy out on me now. We gotta smuggle something out. It'll be great. Pick something to take. There's blueprints to proprietary market-disrupting phone technology, the key to immortality, and an action figure of the national hero, Valiant Buff Noodles. Can't buy it anywhere else. I want this. I feel like this might make me money. Whoa, this is groundbreaking. These blueprints could turn the whole mobile phone market on its head. Really? Because if I'm reading this right, these blueprints just show someone holding a rat to their ear and talking to it like it's a phone. Yep, that's right. Good eye, Scott. Would that actually work the same as a phone, though?
Of course it will! It's on blueprints, and everything looks 150% more legit if it's in blueprints.
I just don't understand how it works.
Well, do you understand how regular phones work?
No?
Exactly!
Polly stuffs the blueprints down your pants, and you leave Noodles Europe. You lose 2 soul for stealing.
Okay, gang, time to profit off these stolen ideas. I just list this blueprint on eBay, and look, we've already got a buyer.
Can you ask him why he's buying them? I'm still trying to understand the appeal of this.
Okay, I'll ask. He said, no idea, I just paid a lot of money for a digital drawing of a monkey. I don't know what I am doing with my money anymore, lol.
I don't understand economics.
No one does, Scotty. Just be glad we made +2 money.
Make some spit.
Hell yeah.
Animal Sanctuary Cult Headquarters. Let's go keep our money up.
Do you take a mini vacations, Lamb? No, but I go on trips sometimes. Usually to kill my enemies.
I've never had lamb before. I'm so delighted. Are you really going to join a cult?
Let's join!
I suppose they've got team building, all the dead goats you could ever want, and maybe some fun ritual orgies. If you can ignore all the murder and brainwash practices, it honestly sounds like fun. Where do you want to start? Marketing meeting. What is a cult but a club that takes itself really, really seriously? And clubs need to market themselves to find new members, right? Following this logic, you assume the cultists must be having a marketing strategy meeting somewhere, and lo and behold, they are. Brothers of Mothra, keepers of the sacred secrecy and darkness, we are having a crisis. Our recruitment numbers are extremely low this month. We tried flyers, we tried making obscure fortune cookies with our holy message inside, we tried leaving dead goats around town. Why isn't it working? Even you must realize that these campaigns are awful, Brother Alexei. We'll do well to hire a real marketing director. True, but it's impossible to know which career professionals are recruited to the cult beforehand. That's how we ended up with 8 former furniture designers, but no marketeers. At least the sacrificial chamber is full of comfy sofas now. It would be nice if we had some security personnel. For example, I just noticed these outsiders snuck into the meeting and I've been here this whole time.
I'm here.
Hi! Sup, brothers? Before you throw us in a cell or sacrifice us to your god for sneaking in, consider that we can help you recruit more followers. Let's try carving "Join a Cult" on 666 goats and scattering them around the city. People love goats. We already tried that, didn't go over well. What about 667 goats? You distract Scott with a squeaky ball and take the floor. Time to show off your brilliant cult marketing strategy. We can become the sponsor of an actual competitive Secret Santa tournament. Or half the time, it's because they want cool tattoos. Do we want cool tattoos? Or Secret Santa? We're gonna go with cool tattoos. Great idea! We can even call them Mathramp stamps. That could work. What would the Mathramp stamps look like, though? Maybe we could do a tattoo of my mom's name? But it'd have a lot of emotional meaning. Aren't we all getting the same tattoo? Why would anyone else want a tattoo of your mom's name? Well, her name is Martha. That sounds a lot like Mathra. It kind of fits. Like, your mother's name is Martha? So is mine! Did you also join this cult because the deity sounds a lot like your mom's name? Stop! No Martha tattoos! We should make a tattoo that appeals to the masses. The whole point of this is to increase membership, remember? Oh, people like iguanas. Reptiles are cool. Get an iguana tattoo. Oh, and what if the iguana is playing the xylophone? Xylophones are, like, super sexy. I hear your ideas. But what if we do some brainstorming to come up with an idea that's less... how do I put this? Dumb? After 2 hours of intense intellectual debate, and drawing several iterations and prototypes on napkins, you come up with the ultimate tramp stamp design, which happens to be this. As long as the cultists like it. You use magic, giving them their arcane stamps. They give you 2 money for your help.
My time to shine.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. Let's go to the con. Come on, let's go to the con.
So, Polly, I heard you like partying. Which do you prefer, a bonfire ritual or sacrifice of the flesh?
Yay, a con! It's the perfect place to be your authentic nerdy self without fear of judgment.
Hey, look
There are cosplayers, merch vendors, panels, gaming tournaments, overpriced food. So much to do, so little time. What activity do you want to try out? We're going to the gaming tournament, baby! You find your friend Zoe checking out a poster from an esports tournament happening at the Cairn.
Hi, guys.
Hey guys! Are you entering the Dragon Heat Fighters XXX esports tournament too? There's a cash prize.
Sports!
Wow, they put sports on computers now? The future is amazing. I've never played this game, but I'll give it a try. Scott and Zoe entered the tournament. She gets knocked out in round 3, but Scott is still going strong. He's incredible. He's pulling off such unpredictable combos that the pros can't even keep up. Thanks! My strategy is just hitting random buttons and hoping for the best. It's worked out really well so far. Somehow Scott makes it all the way to the final match. He's up against Igor Kalishinov, the Dragon Heat Fighters' reigning champion. Shit, Scott's in trouble. Igor's a fucking juggernaut. He was biologically manufactured by the USSR to dominate every video gaming tournament on the planet and bring pride to Mother Russia.
Huh?
Seriously? Didn't the USSR end, like, decades ago? Did it? Asked Igor disinterestedly. All of his button-pressing fingers have washboard abs. I did not notice. I was too busy destroying puny Americans at video game. Literally, how does that make sense? Igor nerds her to mean mug Scott. I must break you, dog, he spits. I will crush you to bone meal for destroying the USSR capitalist scum.
Sorry, bro.
Did I break the USSR? Bro, I had no idea. Sometimes when I become Wolf Scott, I break things without realizing it. Sorry if I broke your thing. The only apology I will accept— I'm going French now, fuck. The only apology I will accept is your blood in my superior gamer hands. Prepare to perish! Pressing random buttons won't save Scott this time. Quick, think of a way to help him win the tournament. So we'll break Little Billy's legs unless he beats him. Or summon Genghis Khan. That's probably gonna do magic, and this was probably gonna get rid of soul. We can spare some soul. You grab the most innocent looking boy you see. Scott, a better win, or Little Billy's legs are gonna get it! Not Little Billy. What a twist. Let go of me, shouts the kid. I don't know you. My name's not even Billy, it's Walter. Walter? You. Nobody under the age of 50 is allowed to be named Walter. And it doesn't matter what your name is, your legs will break just the same. Somebody help me, cries Walter, aka Billy. Stranger danger, call the police. This random adult wants to break my legs.
Nice.
Don't scream and cry, Billy. Scott will win this for you, and your leg bones will probably be fine. I won't let you down, Billy. Legs and bones are some of my favorite things, so I'll try my hardest to save yours. Forget it, you're all idiots, sighs Walter, aka Billy. I'll just break my legs myself so you'll let go of me. Whoa. Did Billy just break his own legs so Scott could focus on the win? Hardcore. Emboldened by Billy's noble sacrifice, Scott ekes out a victory. He gets +2 money for winning the tournament. Sadly, you lose 2 soul for wantonly endangering a child, which is one of your favorite pastimes, so whatever.
Move, losers.
Canon accurate, hell yeah. Okay. Let's go to the Mer King outpost. If you think about it, roads are like streets for cars. Oh, Scott. Deep. In what appears to be a former aquarium, you see the Mer Kingdom flag flying from the rooftops.
The Mer Kingdom.
It seems the underwater monarchs have been expanding their territories. Well, no reason not to visit the tyrannical ocean overlords. What do you want to do? Let's attend a fancy ball. You wander around the outpost until you find a grand ballroom. It's full of fish and fancy clothing. On the balcony overlooking the ballroom, Princess Belinda and Miranda Vanderbilt, princesses, that's it, step out to address the crowd. Look alive, new subjects! Rejoice in your newfound freedom under the Mer King! Huzzah! The icky wartime fighting is finally over! You can rest easy knowing that you'll never again be forced to jump through a hoop on penalty of being whipped! The liberated fish clap their fins in jubilation. And take comfort in the fact that from now on you'll be forced to fight or do hard labor for the Mer King at penalty of death. There's less applause for that statement, like almost none. But don't worry, we're benevolent overlords. You'll get paid for the work you do. Oh, sorry. An advisor is whispering in my ear that you won't be getting paid. But at least your labor will be for a good cause. Oh, it's not for a good cause? What do you mean stop repeating everything I say aloud? You can't give your princess orders! Off with this advisor's head! Let the ball commence! Have fun tonight, because it'll be the last night off you get for the rest of your short lives. Guess that's our cue. Scott, wanna dance with me?
Thanks, Paul.
Sure, thanks. Who are you gonna ask to dance, Mac?
Well, not Polly or Scott, you guess. You have to choose from the liberated denizens of the former aquarium. Your ballroom dancing partner will pretty much set the tone for your entire night, so choose wisely. I'm going with Philipper, the trained dolphin dancer who's ready to tear up the dance floor in celebration of his recent freedom. You approach the dolphin currently balancing the aquarium manager's severed head on his nose and ask him if he wants to dance. Ooh la la! A chance to dance for my own happiness for a change.
What do you mean by that, bro? Dancing is always a happy thing.
Oui, that was once true for me. Long ago, I was the most spirited, talented dancer in my whole pod. But then those joyless aquarium fuckers captured me, and since then dancing has become a vicious mockery of my former freedom. I was forced to jump through hoops just to be fed a bowl of gruel. That's not an aphorism, I literally jumped through hoops. I'm so sorry, Boo. You don't have to dance if it's like a cruel reminder of your suffering. No, don't fret. I'd still love to dance. I'm especially excited to dance on my captors' graves. That's not an aphorism either. The Vanderbilts graciously decorated the dance floor with their festering corpses. Yippee! You and Philipper morbidly dance the night away. You tap dance on the corpses' ribs, juggle their skulls, and do the limbo with their spines. Polly and Scott even toss Philipper some of the body's severed fingers to reward his moves. He catches them in his mouth.
Yes.
Let them eat the flesh of their oppressors! You lose 2 stamina dancing all night, but gain 2 hype from Philipper's bloodthirsty moves. Alright, rest.
So many choices.
Do I remember correctly? Do I go here again for lamb? Or do I go over here for lamb? Later that night.
Quick break, then back on the road.
Yeah, there it is. Talk to the lamb. Tell me about how to run a cult. That's a good question. Running a cult is full of challenges. I can only imagine. Convincing all those people to abandon their lives just to worship you like a deity? Oh no, that part is actually quite easy. For some reason I keep walking into people who are ready to devote their lives to me. I knew I was charming, but not that charming. Even your biggest foes can become faithful followers. You hit them hard enough.
Keep talking.
Taking notes here. Besides that, the hard part is keeping the helpless little cultists alive and appeased. Did you know that they need food and sleep every day?
No way.
Then they're always hanging around piles of poop and vomit. It's like they want to get sick and die.
I'm sorry, did you say piles of poop?
Well, yeah, you don't even want to know about all the poop cleanup. Nobody ever warns you how much poop one cult can produce.
Yikes.
I guess being a cult leader isn't all glitz and glamour.
You betcha, my friend. You know what? I love my little flock. I clean up all the poop in the world for them.
That's so sweet of you.
It's the least I can do. I mean, they're willing to give up their lives for me, and most of them probably will. Why all of a sudden interest in cult leadership, though?
I just want to keep my career options open. You never know.
Oh, your own cult? That sounds fun. Our cults could even become friends. Otherwise, I may have to bring destruction upon you.
Yikes.
Duly noted. You two keep talking about the hardships and challenges of running a cult. The Lamb seems like such a good cult leader for that. And that for a moment you consider becoming a cult follower instead of a cult leader.
Damn.
Make some space.
Alright, we got to that. Okay, we can get even more dares here.
Leave it to me.
I'm very good at dares. We can, I mean, I have already done that. Any resource below 3, no thanks. Mind is the lowest? I'll go for it. I'll try it out. Week 3. I gotta lose my mind.
You how it's done.
Alright, we got the ranch, and we got the world's biggest potato. You say potato, I say potato! I'm bored, I want something to happen now. Bink! Why is the car stopped? Hey you just reached a high amount of soul. Good for you. Does that mean you're aiming for the soul-based destination? If so, there's a wacky adventure that can unlock a layer for that destination. Wanna go for it? Nah. Gotcha, just wanted to check. Sorry for breaking the fourth wall. Behold, the world's largest potato. So big, so starchy, so rustic. So ripe for the creation of the world's largest plate of french fries. There's plenty to do besides stare at this agricultural marvel. What do you do? Let us feed from the potato. How can you look at a giant potato and not crave fries? You need to find something to eat. Hey look! They have a diner built into the side of the potato. That's a long line. They better at least have a vodka on the menu. Welcome to the Big Potato Diner. What can I get you? One hamburger, please. What part of Potato Diner don't you understand? Don't ask him that, he might be here for a while. Damn, these dishes are kind of expensive. Why is this potato stand so pricey? Because we make all of our food out of the big potato. Every bite is a bite of potato history, trademark.
Awesome, bro!
Does the big potato make really good potato dishes or something? If anything, they all taste kind of stale. The big potato's been getting up there in age. But hey, we have this special section on the menu. The manager isn't sure if it's morally okay to keep selling these dishes, so the prices are more competitive. That doesn't sound great, but oh boy, these prices are low. They're so cheap they won't even make a dent in your money. The question is, which of these dishes will feed you and fucking you up in the least inconvenient way? Infinite fry or smashed potatoes? Give me that infinite fry. It isn't literally infinite, is it? There's no way to finish cooking something that defies the laws of time and space. Sure. For legal purposes, it's not infinite. Just try not to think too much about it and stop eating it at some point and you should be fine. You start eating. You gain 2 stamina. You chew and chew, thinking at any moment you'll reach the end of the fry, but you don't. You eat that same fry for a minute, 5 minutes, and an hour, and longer, and there's no end to this crunchy, salty thing. Mack, I'm sorry, but it's time for an intervention. You gotta stop eating that fry. It's unhealthy for you. No way! I've invested too much time into finishing this fry now. I have to see it through. Sunk cost fallacy for the win! Can we at least have some? No, my fry. You keep eating, but your brain cannot comprehend infinity. Not even in such starchy, simplistic terms. You eventually pass out. You wake up in the car. Scott and Polly threw the fry away and took you here to take care of you, which was nice of them. But you're kind of upset because you finally found your true calling. Eating that infinite fry to completion. Your purpose in life. Gone forever. You lose 2 mind and occasionally suffer from nightmares that make you wake up in cold sweats, looking all Stark? Looking all stark. God damn it.
These wheels are on fire.
Nice. Rave in the Desert. Secret government lab. I gotta go for the secret government lab. They wouldn't even let me take a bite of the potato. Maybe next time, buddy. Are you a government conspiracy theorist? Well, you're about to be. There are grisly experiments, mutated creatures. I didn't fully read, I'm smart. What catches your interest? Weird forbidden experiments. You're engaging in your favorite pastime of touching shit you're not supposed to when you come across a cage of uncomfortably sexy rats. Squeak!
Whoa!
Check out the pecs on those rats! How many reps do you do a day, little bros? This clipboard says that these rats are part of a gene isolation experiment. The scientists have isolated the sexy gene and pumped these rats full of it. It's so cruel! They're forcing these poor innocent rats to take sexy drugs. They could be giving those drugs to sexy consenting adults like me! I hate animal testing. They did all sorts of tests on me in school, like math and science. It's messed up to force a rat or a wolf man to learn geometry. The rats sadly flex their biceps and sniff their hormone-filled food. The food is also inexplicably sexy. This is a godless place. You lose 2 mind.
Do you guys think we can help the rats without the scientists knowing? There's gotta be some way to make them happier.
Good idea. It's time for the prank masters to put on their wholesome hats and use practical jokes to better the lives of others. This clipboard also has the experiment schedule. Today after lunch, these rats are scheduled for I Speculate and P90X. Lame. Mac, do you have any suggestions for more enriching experiment for these little guys?
Analysis of the rats' tolerance to having all of their wishes granted by scientists.
Perfect! Let's give these animals unlimited powers of influence and see what they ask the scientists for.
You replace the tests in today's schedule with yours and hide behind a giant Tesla coil. The scientists soon return from lunch.
Just think that our results are inconclusive, one is saying. Are we sure the serum made the rats sexy, or are we all just really horny for rats?
Dr. Cox, it's questions like those that explain why you never got tenure. Wait, who scheduled this test for today? Grant the rats all their wishes? Is that even an experiment?
Well, we can't know for sure until we try it. That's the purpose of science.
To answer questions nobody's even bothered to ask.
The scientists bust ass making animal-to-speech helmets for the rats that allow them to voice their wishes.
Well, guys, they ask, what do you desire?
Cheese! Want cheese!
Okay, here you go. The rats eat the cheese. Then there's a long pause while the gears in their dumb little rat brains start churning. They are realizing the power they now wield.
Want 2-bedroom condo in Monaco. Want reparations paid out to all rats for the harmful stereotyping as a result of the Black Plague. Want teeth!
Screams a rat in a cage in the back of the room.
Teeth! Teeth! Teeth!
Anything for you, my darling, sweeps Dr. Cox, who's already got a pair of pliers in his mouth. Anything. For science! Teaching these rats how to demand anything they want was good, you hope? You gain 2 soul for helping them anyway.
Move, losers! It's my turn!
Okay. Let's go to the cave.
Time to penetrate a dark, deep hole.
Woohoo! I love holes! What could be inside this dank, dark cave? Golden jewels? An abandoned mine shaft? Dinosaur bones? An ancient civilization that's yet to be uncovered? I mean, all those things are hella unlikely. It's almost definitely just a bunch of bats and rocks in there. But you won't know that for sure until you explore the cave. What are you gonna do here? Gonna rescue trapped people. You, Polly, and Scott are hiking around the cave looking at cool stalagmites and bats when you hear voices coming from a far-off chamber. Whoa, bros, there are people in here. They're chained to that wall.
Kinky.
Don't worry, everyone. We're gonna save you and bring you back to the outside world. What are you talking about? The prisoners ask. We don't need saving. We like it here. This place is everything we need. The cave people nod at the wall opposite them. You look and see that there's shadow puppets being projected on it. Look! The shadow doggy is back! He's playing with the shadow bunny and the amorphous shadow blob. Best day ever.
Those shadows aren't real. Let us unchain you and we'll show you that the outside world is more than shadow puppets.
No, the prisoners yell. How dare you try to force us to expand our narrow worldviews? The shadows are all we've ever known. Why would we abandon them when we are already happy and complacent here?
Because learning the truth is worth uncovering your fear of the unknown, damn it! Mac, how do we talk these people into leaving?
Let's write...
Great plan.
Let's write a irrefutable case for it.
Great idea. Time for a planning montage.
A montage passes of you guys reading books about shadows, writing on a chalkboard, practicing your shadow puppets, and doing chemistry for some reason. You lose 2 mind in the exhaustive research and planning, but finally you have your irrefutable case on why the prisoners should leave. Listen up, bros. We know you think shadows are cool, but the shadows outside this cave are even cooler, so come with us. That's it? That's your whole argument? What about the montage? What about the chemistry bit?
We're not convinced, the prisoners say. The shadows in here are already pretty great.
True. Look at this. In the outside world, shadows are so cool and interesting, they even have their own mascot. His name is Shadow the Hedgehog. He's so popular, he even has his own video game and lots of lewd fetish art. Oh, the prisoners say. Well, we do love lewd fetish stuff. Our second favorite thing to do with the shadows is being chained into a wall, after all. I knew it! I knew this was kinky! You successfully free the prisoners, and they go to the outside world to meet Shadow the Hedgehog. Unfortunately, they are completely blinded by Shadow's coolness, but all that matters to you is gaining 2 soul for the rescue.
My time to shine.
Hell yeah. We'll go to the futuristic gas station.
Anyone have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior, me?
You pull into what you think is a gas station, but honestly, this could be a space station for all you know.
The ice.
Seriously, this place is high-tech as hell. Do they even service regular vehicles? Well, only one way to find out. What do you do? Let's go to the store. We go to the gas station store to do a bit of shopping. You don't find your typical drugstore snacks and drinks, though. Browsing these aisles feels like you fell into some bizarro electro-supermarket from a distant future.
Oh.
And we will determine what is in this gas station store after the ad break. Chat, there are about to be 3 minutes of ads. If you need to go to the bathroom or grab a snack or get something to drink, now is going to be the perfect time to do so. If you need to fix your posture, to save your files, take your meds, unclench your jaw, now is going to be great. This is your hourly reminder. Feed your pets. Charge your phone. Yada yada. Yada yada. I knew that these last 2 would be longer, but boy oh boy. Because I believe it's 25, right? That you, I believe I have to get to 25 to, in a stat to end the game. But also I want to be with Lamb, you know? And I think I have to do another, chat with Lamb, you know, nice, another hitchhiker chat. I don't remember. It's been a while. Bebop boop. I think I can also, there's definitely, I know, a time one, like a short, medium, long for Monster Con. So hopefully I should be able to get through that, you know? God, I love these games. I completely forgot that Lamb was in this game. I'm so glad to see them. I'm just like, I'm taking all of this as canon. Like, you know, maybe the fact that Lamb is here in general isn't canon, but like, I'll take the personality headcanon of it, you know? Sorry, one second, I'm looking down because I'm messing with my water bottle. I was trying to determine whether some schmutz on it was inside the bottle or outside the bottle. Luckily it was outside. I dropped the cap for it. It's on the outside of it, so my water is fine. Then I dropped the cap for my water bottle like a fool, and I gotta fucking lean under my goddamn desk like a fucking loser over here. Boy oh boy, here we are. The things I have to do to be hydrated, jeez, the ways! Rude! How dare bodies do this?
Ah, fuck!
I'm wearing some long clothing that got caught in the wheel of my fucking chair. Everything's going great. Boy oh boy. Yes, I said the birthdays today. For a second I got worried that I hadn't. But I did, because I remember there were 2 cats. 2 cat birthdays and we're hanging out with a dog. It's all working out. God, their beautiful face. God, I hope I can find the pancake place. And get the pancake song going. Okay.
The ads should be over. Let's continue on with this. Bro, check it out! They've got free HTTP cookies for every customer. There's so many flavors. They even have third-party and secure. No peanut butter, though. Well, any consumable I have to sign a consent form to try sounds like a good time. You're interested in the tracker cookie, says the robot cashier? I've got an even better deal for you. Look at our premium smartwatches. Wow, these watches are smart, you say? Technology has come so far. Indeed. This watch can text, make calls, surf the web, enslave you to the robot overlords, and even track your heart rate. Wait, back up. What was that you just said? Oh yes, you heard right. With Prime technology, these watches can track your heart rate by using light to measure your pulse. Neat. This little buddy is inside me, pumping blood like a champion 24/7. I always want to ask him how he's doing in there. Go, heart, go! Well, you definitely can't afford a smartwatch. You suggest buying instead? Larry-flavored potato chips. I would say stamina. Whale-mating sexy smooth jazz beats. I don't know, because this is hype here. Of Super Future Skater Robo Dinosaurs Max magazine. I guess we'll figure out what this is. You pay 2 money for the cassette and listen to it as you drive. You're listening to Smooth Gilbert's Relaxophone Medley, says the smoothing voice on the tape. From the bottom of the Pacific and into your ears, enjoy the smoothest jazz the jazz. Why am I saying pizza? The sea has to offer. Wow! That sweet sensual saxophone playing, it's so beautiful you forget to wonder how a whale would own an instrument. The further tracks feature a whale song scatting over top the beautiful brass instruments. Hey, I love this song! I think I remember the lyrics. Sing it with me, bros! Well, it was relaxing while it lasted. At least Scott's having fun, and you gain 2 mind. Lamb, 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 lamb.
Let's chill.
Later that night,
So many choices.
talk to the lamb. Ooh, applying for the cult!
You wanna be in my cult? Really?
Sure, why not? We're already friends, so the natural next step would be to pledge my eternal devotion to you.
You have a very intense view of friendships, Mac.
That's me!
But I mean, are you sure you're cut out for the cultist lifestyle? You're so independent.
It's not true. I can depend. I'd make a great cultist. Non-related question, what makes a good cultist?
Well, you gotta bring some value to the cult, you know? Like, are you incredibly faithful? Do you have a strong constitution? Are you okay eating poop?
What?
What was that last one?
Yeah, I know how it sounds, but hey, the cult life is hard. There's days when there's too little food and too much poop. And it's on those days where you feel blessed of having some of those weirdos around.
Keep talking.
Okay, what else other than having a penchant for poop?
You need to be obedient, a real team player. I don't need any more free-thinking, opinionated dissenters in my cult. They make good fertilizer, but terrible followers.
Noted.
It's basically that. Do you think you can abide my graceful rule and do your best not to be useless?
I can try.
Then tell me, what can you bring to my flock? What would be your main trait as a follower?
Okay. Total snack. Your delicious body is so tasty that followers will gain extra faith by eating your corpse. Blindly faithful. You're so committed to the lamb that you're willing to gouge out your eyes to show your faith. And sarcastic sidekick. You gain faith by teasing the lamb. After all, every good leader should know how to laugh at themselves. That's real. This is the funniest.
I've already got plenty of follower meat after last month's group sacrifices. I don't really need any more.
It's not about quantity, but quality. And strange as it sounds, I've recently got many comments on my Momentgram pics from people telling me how edible I am. Check these.
Mamma mia, look at this pic. I'd eat you up head to toes, especially the toes. Figure me salivating here. What an ass, I'd eat that like groceries. Hey baby, you and Devore? DM me.
Oh yeah, I was confused at first too. Let me explain. This vor thing is what people fantasize with.
I know what vor is.
Then you get it! Everyone out there expressing how much they'd like to eat my yummy yummy corpse once I die.
You know they are not talking literally, do you?
What do you mean? Never mind, I knew you might be skeptical, which is why I whipped this up just in case.
You unveil the thick, juicy steak that you've somehow been hiding this whole time.
Wow. This is made of...
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing I can't survive without. Come on, take a bite.
Oh. Oh my, this really is something. It's so filling. The rich, smoky protein. Mack, you aren't just a snack, you're the whole meal.
Told ya, I'm gonna be the very base of your cult's food pyramid.
Yep, this settles it. I've gotta have you in the cult. I can't wait to eat the rest of you someday.
Oh my, that might be the nicest thing someone has ever told you. Totally worth the intense bleeding from cooking an undisclosed part of your body. Is the lamb more than a friend? Yes! We're dating the lamb.
Showtime!
That, sure. We just need a bit more soul. Just a bit more soul and we can escape to Khan.
Your seats.
Ba-bum. Go to the picnic spot. Why is the road so uneventful? You're bored of all your playlists, so you decide to try listening to music on public radio. Passing through different stations, you stumble upon frequency that seems to be a voice cutting through the static. Hello? Is anyone there? The voice says. Polly grabs at the walkie-talkie thing you plugged into the radio for some reason.
Yes!
Hey boo, you've reached Polly, guys. Leave a message after the yes! Thank God. I can't believe I'm actually talking to another survivor. How did you make it out of the building uprising alive? The what? Building uprising. You know, the day that all the buildings revealed themselves to be living beings and turned against monster kind? The buildings didn't do that where we're from. Oh, really? Does that mean you still use buildings? Like, you still go inside them without the crippling fear that you'll be devoured whole? Yep. Going inside buildings without getting devoured is a big staple in my daily routine. Oh no. That means you probably still use toilets too. God, you haven't figured out what some important, messed up rolled toilets play in the building's plans. Carpets! You haven't even discovered what they actually are to the building's horrible anatomy yet. You hear screaming in the background of the radio transmission. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, the radio voice says. I was sending out a distress signal because my camp of survivors is being attacked by murderous buildings. Can you help us? Jeez, Boo, maybe start with that next time. Well, looks like all those deaths are on your conscience, unless you can figure out a way to help this apocalypse survivor from the comfort of your car. Help them make a sound investment and become the one person all buildings must abide by, the landlord. I feel like that's gonna make me lose money. Summon the most powerful entity that fights against all the issues in buildings. The Neighborhood Association.
Who?
Are you dumb, Mack? You can use magic to summon the Neighborhood Association? What you can do is use magic to call for a summons or hearing with them. Now look up the right summoning runes. You use 3 magic and the last of your emergency goat blood drawing runes on the car. When you finish, the car is transported to the arcane pocket dimension where the Neighborhood Association conducts its weird governing business.
Whoa!
Weird! How long has the universe had an all-powerful Neighborhood Association? For all time, says their leader, a wise grandfatherly type. Think about it. The world you live in is like a massive neighborhood. And we're the only ones that can stop you young folks from ruining it, screams a woman with a bob cut. Elder Karen, please calm down, says the irritable single mom. I need at least 2 coffees in me before you start this shit. Silence, the leader booms. Now children, please tell us, what can we do to improve the neighborhood? Well, you should probably stop the buildings in that radio guy's universe from coming to life and killing people. True. If the buildings are revolting, the overall neighborhood economy will plummet, and then how are its residents supposed to qualify for good school districts? It's settled. The Neighborhood Association will use its infinite arcane powers to bestow the highest possible punishment. We'll send those buildings a very strong cease and desist letter. For real. You all suddenly reappear in your own dimension. You can hear the apocalypse survivors cheering over the radio. I don't know what you guys did, but thank you, the radio voice says. A huge letter just descended from the skies. It was incredibly strongly worded. It was so strongly worded I can't even read it out loud for you. Its passive aggressiveness is making all the buildings crumble. Thanks! You gained 3 soul for saving those people. But more importantly, you learned to never fuck with the Neighborhood Association. Alright, sun is shining, birds are singing, ants are eagerly awaiting eating your scraps. Perfect day for a picnic. You got your basket and blanket, and all that remains is deciding what to do. Well, just have a nice picnic, I guess. You got the picnic basket of food, you got the nice day, you got the friends to enjoy it with, just need to decide where to spread your checkered blanket.
Let's do it!
Don't worry, guys. I know how to find the perfect picnic spot. We learned all about this in the Scouts. The first step is to make sure your spot has nobody else's pee on it, because it's rude to picnic on a spot somebody else already claimed. Perfect picnic is also best enjoyed with 3 to 6 friends. Good thing we're somewhere in that number. Let's look for a place on a high hill with good air. I'll lick my finger to test the wind while we walk. I've seen people do it in movies. Whatever you say, bud. I'll just follow you around until you find a place we can sit. You indulge Scott in his picnic spot hunting antics. He finally finds a patch of grass deemed suitable, and you dig into sandwiches and potato salad. Rah! Oh no! I forgot the most important step of finding a picnic spot, bear-proofing the surrounding area. Rah! Whoa, is that a bear with a gun? That's my second favorite excuse for how I died! Oh no, this bear isn't just stealing the picnic, it's robbing the picnic! This is a stick-up! You can have the picnic, Mr. Bear. We don't want any trouble. Grrr. The bear doesn't seem sold on those terms. He gestures the gun at Polly's bottle of honey mead.
No way!
What, you want to steal my booze too? No way, Winnie the party pooper. Over Mack's dead body. You're not willing to die for mead. Intercede and save the day before this bear lights you all up. Get this bear the only thing bears covet more than a delicious picnic. Taxi license! You order the bear oh fuck. I can survive with 0, can't I? I know I can't go into the negatives. Is 0 fine? You order a taxi license for 3 money. You offer it to the bear. And he runs off with it. Hooray! You gain 3 hype for surviving that encounter so smoothly. I'm glad that worked, but I have this weird feeling that our actions are gonna have consequences. What are you talking about? That never happens to us. Later, 2 hikers are sprinting through the woods in a desperate escape. A frenzied drumbeat accompanies their panting. I told you these woods were dangerous, Gus! We never should have come here! I know, but this? Even you must admit this isn't normal? There is no abnormal in the unforgiving wilderness. Nature is a cruel mistress that'll push you to your limits. Yeah, sure, nature is a bitch, but that doesn't explain why that bear's driving a fucking taxi. Vroom vroom! You've seen man versus nature. You've seen man versus bear. You may have even seen man versus several bears. But in this summer blockbuster, you'll finally see man versus bear in a taxi. Taxi Bear. The fare is your face. Coming soon to a theater near you. Okay, so I can't have 0. You run out of money. We're forced to live in the sewers. Our new roommates are the sewer rats. They're the worst. They use up all the hot sewer water and eat your hard-earned dumpster snacks. Roommates suck. Well, at least I got to see the lamb. I didn't get to finish the... I didn't get to, fully date the lamb, but you know. You know. Okay. Alright, let's get this this 4th and final game up here. Ba-ba-ba. Hopefully we have enough time to get a run of this. I might skip a couple of dialogue bits for sake of time and stuff. But I can't skip the intro. I love the intro too much. I love the intro too much to skip it.
Nothing can stop us, and you know we're gonna make it right. We're gonna make it whole. There are all sorts of stands. Come take my hand, let's overspend.
Yeah!
Nothing you can do. Let me make you stand. Number 1 band. This is our chance. Let's romance.
There is nothing you can do to me. I fucking love it so much. I fucking love this intro so goddamn much.
the time. It's so beautiful. I fucking love it. Okay, yeah, new character, new comic genre. Oh, that's big for me. I've played this game so many times, I've seen all of the comics so many times, it's been like, okay, goddamn, I'm watching this comic again, you know? Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll look at that later, Whatever, let's get into the game, we gotta go fast. One player, short game. Around an hour and a half, it says. I'm gonna be the fastest ever. Okay, we're gonna skip. I feel bad. I don't have any of the DLC for this game, unfortunately, but we are gonna be Oz this time. And I guess we'll do a they redemption, because I died on the they last time.
I hope they like my cosplay.
Now granted, the he also doesn't get a redemption. Look, we're young and unafraid and we're ready to start. Alright. Let's go. I like Doug. We're gonna go for Doug. Let's see here. What are things? One second. Fuck it, all the way up. We'll go with that. I don't fucking know. And then these are our stats, I believe. I think, if I recall correctly, Doug, it doesn't matter which stat you have. I surely just clicked those randomly. I believe Doug is,
What should I...
Yeah, we're making our own comic. We're gonna go for the new one. But Doug, you just have to have a lot in any of one stat. Okay, we're starting off with the most smarts. I was right in my instinct that this is smarts. Okay. Afterwards, you meet up with Zoe and Nico since you plan to watch some exclusive anime premieres together. Mack, we need your help. Yeah, we underestimated the amount of premieres we'd have to choose from. They're showing 10 new isekais alone, and by the time I finish reading all their long-ass titles to you, we'll have missed the opening credits. I'm sure it's not that bad. You think? Here, Nico, read the title of this one out loud. I got banished from the kingdom that I once saved after my reputation was put into doubt by the priestess of the Holy Church. Well, it might not roll off the tongue, but it's not that long. Wait, it continues on the other side of the brochure. Here, Nico, you can continue. But then I was picked up by the princess of the neighboring country, and I'm now living my best life. Could it be the priestess had ulterior motives? Will I now fight for justice or for revenge? The only sure thing is I will have tons of fun. Okay. Well, now we have about 5 minutes left till the first premiere start. Should I read the next one? I feel like I'm good at this. No. Here's an idea. I'll use my eldritch powers to make clones of us to go to every premiere, then I'll merge all the clones' memories with ours. There's only like a 35% chance that it'll damage our minds irreparably. I like those odds. I don't. Can a girl have fun these days? Okay, since you don't like my genius solution, you could at least solve this for us. You can't waste more time reading, so you'll have to decide between these two animes with the titles below the 15-word count. Chess 2! Chess Forever! The anime about the long-awaited sequel to Chess. New Chess just dropped and it finally isn't a snooze anymore. Or, I love you, Government Chan. You suspect it's thinly veiled propaganda from a country under a dictatorship, but who can say no to those anime eyes? Chess 2, please. Sounds neat. And I don't know how to play chess, so it'll be educational too. You all take your seats to watch the Chess Forever pilot. The protagonist is Rookie, a simple fellow with big dreams. They grew up learning about chess from their grandpa in the countryside, and now they're set to become the next chess grandmaster. Little do they know, in the big city, chess isn't what it used to be, as they can only play chess 2 now. I've got you now! In 2 moves, it'll be checkmate for you. Heh, silly Rookie. That'd be the case if this was stupid chess 1. But this is chess 2!
Nani? Chess what? I move my knight in e4 to c3. No way! You can't do that! Your other knight is there! Precisely. By doing this, I can combine my two knights and turn them into the mighty Moon Knight! Whoa, I never knew you could do that in chess. I think no one really knows how chess works exactly. That's exactly what makes it such a good theme for an anime like this. Now any tile my mighty Moon Knight touches gains the touched by the moon condition. What does that even do? Guess you'll have to move a piece there to know. No, Ricky-kun! That laugh tells me it'll be a bad thing. Don't do it! But if they don't, we may never know what those tiles do. Well, what are you gonna do? Just so you know, surrendering is still an option in chess too. Things look dire for Rookie. If only there was some twist that played in their favor. I would consider surrender. If I wasn't going to play my secret heaven card! Cards and chess? What a twist! The episode cuts into a flashback where Rookie's grandpa gifts them the secret heaven card along with some wise words. Rookie-kun, have this card my grandpa gave me when I was a kid. Cards have no place in chess as we know it, but it might be useful to you someday. Rookie plays the secret heaven card, which does something you don't fully understand, but even with the exposition dumped by the side characters, but they surely win the match. No! Gotta say, Mack? I never imagined a chess anime would be this exciting. Excellent choice. Yeah, let's go play some matches. I think I saw a chess tournament in the community zone. You suspect your friends are set for some slight disappointment, but hey, you all had a great time watching this pilot. You gained 2 fun for watching game-based anime, and you lose 2 charm.
But I'm not prepared.
That was fun. That was my first time seeing that scene. I don't know if that was new or if I was unlucky previously. Alright. We'll go for... yeah, fun is here. You see an empty spot on the tabletop RPG games section, so you sit down without thinking twice. This game is really weird. Board is just a bunch of letters. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a Ouija board. Yeah, right. Sit down to play Wizards and Wyverns with Liam, Omen, April, and Nico. Good, everyone's here. Thank you all for agreeing to be a part of my campaign. Prepare to enter my fantasy realm of Lestradia, which would be the setting of my future novel if this all goes well, but no pressure. You're in a tavern looking for information on a warlock that has trying to cast a curse upon the town. I think we should check for any shady characters. Rolled 15 on my perception. You spot some shady hooded figures playing dominoes. They look suspicious as if they know something. Ooh, I love dominoes! I'll join their game. Okay, are you going to talk to them, or... Did you say dominoes? Sorry, I had to check my phone so I wasn't paying attention, but I love dominoes. As do I! I will destroy you all at this game within a game. Liam, what number was my math rock roll so that I may lay the most intimidating domino? Hell if I know. There's no rules to play this. Which means we can homebrew it ourselves! This is why I love TTRPGs. You and your friends spend the next hour playing dominoes and W&W. Liam's allowing it, but he looks fucked. Poor guy. Maybe we should do something to get everyone refocused on his campaign. Let's start eating the dominoes. You are pure dexterity. Pure stealth. Piece by piece, the whole domino set goes down your throat. Your friends are too engrossed to note in their match to notice until... Well, friends, I think the match is over. I play my double 6 domino. You don't have it. In fact, you suddenly notice that you're missing almost all of your dominoes. What? Where'd they go? I was about to win! Don't fuck with me, Liam, or you'll be playing dominoes with your teeth next! Gee, I wonder where the dominoes are. Is there any domino stealing magic? No, but with an arcana roll of literally anything, you sense evil magic rolling off those hooded figures. Wait, evil magic? Now I recall something Liam said about an evil warlock. He must be the domino thief. Then let's vanquish that bastard and reclaim our dominoes. And save the realm. Sure! Your friends finally focus up and complete Liam's quest, eventually defeating the warlock. What an adventure! That was fun! Especially the adventure. Liam, why'd you make the dominoes section so long? Noted. You saved Liam's campaign and all it took was a imaginary heartburn.
You sure it's my turn?
Alright. We'll go with charm. Retro toys. Nice, nice. Where is Doug? Yay! I was right! Walking around Merch Hall with friends, Doug's lagging behind. Look back and see him staring at a Dakimakura of Junko Onishima from the Jongan Monster franchise. Oh, you're thinking about buying a waifu pillow? Nice! I'm more of a Chiaki stan myself, but Junko's cool too.
I don't know.
I really like it, but I guess I'm worried about what people will say. They'll say it looks cool. I wish I had one too. Maybe they'll say, why did Doug buy that? He's a loser. Who cares what those guys think? People who don't have a collection of horny Dakimakuras are the real weirdos. Zoe's right. Never let the plebeian's judgment stop you from making a sound investment in a Dakimakura. Fucking buy it, dude.
Yeah, don't worry, Doug. The coolest thing you can be is yourself.
I don't know anything about it.
I didn't hear that.
I really appreciate your support. I still don't know. Poor Doug. Okay. Tell them that it's a cursed object.
Completely absurd.
That's... what? Not completely. As a beautiful girl who was once trapped inside a cursed totem myself, I say it's legit.
Hey, someone who's trapped plenty of asshole souls and cursed objects works for me, too.
Okay, I'm in. I'm gonna buy it. Come to me, Chunko. Time skip to Thanksgiving, which we celebrate, I guess. Doug's whole family is sitting at the table. You okay, Aunt Deb? You've been staring at me for a bit. Oh, sorry, dear. I'm just wondering why that Dakimakura is there? I'm glad you asked, Deb. That's Junko, Dougie's new girlfriend. He's dating a pillow? No! His girlfriend's soul is trapped inside the pillow and he's working on getting her out. How's that going anyway, son? Oh, it's going. Haven't figured it out yet, but soon. Okay, and how exactly did Doug meet this pillow? Met her before she was trapped in a pillow, Deb. Met her at school, right, Doug? What's she studying again? Fashion design. She's the ultimate fashionista. She's also got lots of combat training. Attaboy. I love a woman who can kick my ass. That's why I married your mom. Sure. Doug looks at you and gives you a grateful wink. Yeah, you're there too, don't question it.
But there's too many options.
Okay. We will go with the lobby. Okay. You, Nico, Omen, and Doug are patrolling the lobby when Nico gasps like their soul is being sucked out. Is that Clara Sting? Okay.
Whoa.
There's a voice actor here. I've played this one a lot and more recently, so I can summarize. There's a voice actor, a famous voice actor. Holy shit, they recognized her. And she's, wearing like a full body outfit trying to be incognito. Like, how do we all help her sneak around? We'll just announce over the intercom that she's attending the con, but she'd like everyone to respect her privacy. It'll be great. Everybody's gonna love it. Everybody's very respectful and kind. We won't stab anyone, just be nice. Then we go out and we do some boba tea. Nice. Doug, 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 Doug. Da-da. Board game night. You and Doug have a great game night. We play a new Euro game that Doug backed on Start Kicker. 2.5 hours trying to understand the rules, you discovered the game is more fun when you just build towers with the pieces. Congrats, you reinvented Jenga with extra steps. At least you still have fun with Doug. Okay, new comic, new comic, new comic, new comic.
I brought extra markers.
You dive into comic work again. You're excited since the other day you had an idea for a kick-ass new character. Gotta admit this character is secretly based on a friend of yours, so you first get them a call to check if they're okay with you using their likeness. What's the one life mistake that feels true to who you are? Going too far in your inspiration for your isekai manga project, I think. And you're forced to fight to the death in the Colosseum. You can choose your opponent. Who do you choose? A horse. Horses are actually quite muscular, but let's be real, this is the most reasonable option here. Okay. Back to the con.
But I'm not prepared.
Give me in there, give me in there. Okay, meet up with Liam, Omen, and Nico to watch the greatest shonen anime of all time, Garuto Academia's Dragon Ball Z. I believe this is when, yes, this is when Liam, quote-unquote, predicts anime just by knowing what tropes are, and Omen and Nico are incredibly impressed by, how he's able to figure that out. We'll wow them by making my own prediction that the true threat isn't the big buff enemy, it's the short quiet one with the overcrowded design. And they're gonna lose their minds because I'm true. And they're gonna be like, holy shit, you're so powerful, you're a cool detective, you're so smart and so sexy, ahaha. We're having fun here. Where's Doug? Yeah, look, I'm only gonna read it if Doug is here, come on. we got a time limit, I'm having to call my shots. I'll do this. Well, when Doug is here, we'll have beautiful Doug. I want Doug. Why is he not in every single scene? This is sad.
But there's too many options.
Oh, Doug is here. Liam, check out this one. This gashapon is filled with ID photos of random people.
Oh, authentic.
Oh, that's cool. Who are these people? You just collect them. Oh, I get it. I don't, though. Okay, but look at these other gachas. Buff birds. They're birds, but they're very muscular. Well, what if Mack buys you one? Okay, what do you like? We'll go with the little creature in a silly pose of abject terror as if they were hit by a spell that turned them into a gacha. It'll be great, here you go. Definitely nothing bad happened in order to make this figure. Whoa, look at that, that's so cool. You can put them on your desk and look at them when you're working. There we go, we gained our smarts.
My turn? Really?
I like how I said I was gonna read the Doug scenes and then I fully didn't. Look, I want to get further in. Meetup. Fan meetup for Liam Prom, which is Zoe's fanfic. See, this is just me being like, if these previous games have seemed intriguing to you, you should play MonsterCon as the latest game here. This is... I like them. Ask Liam a series of very invasive personal questions. Let's go for it.
Stop it. Heck yeah.
There we go. I'm so smart. Give me the... I'm so intrigued by this new comic.
What should I write?
Another day, another morning to devote to the comic you're working on. Time to brainstorm. You are promised $1 million if you can endure one of these 4 excruciating activities. Willing to... Let's edit the script of our own death. You're having the best blind date ever, yet you're about to leave early. Why would you do such a thing? I do love a good speed run. Yeah, let's go for a speed run. Okay. This should be our last go around here, I believe. Give me my smarts even more. So much smarts. Oh yeah, this is when Nico keeps getting yelled at by a person cosplaying a different character.
There's my trapdoor. I use my trapdoor to send this guy down into the pit. Don't worry about it. Oh no, launched into the sky, sorry.
Too many options.
Okay, let's get a bit more bold. I don't want to have any negative stats. Ah, big werebeetle holding a free hug sign. I love this guy. I love this guy. We gotta make sure that the hugs are alright and that we won't get a hug STD. Let's send the hug to a lab for a full analysis to see if it's adulterated with sketchy stuff like fentanyl.
I don't want to die.
Gotta make sure that this guy doesn't give us a hug addiction. It's all good. Big hug. Big hug on our friend.
Prepared.
Then we'll get some fun going. We're watching a samurai movie. Ikegami. Okay, cool. I'm watching some weird shit here. They're having a competition as to who knows this movie better. Drinking game. I'm turning into a drinking game.
Fives, a 10 speaking.
Okay, and they're going crazy about it. They love it. We did lose some smarts for that, but I think 25 is like what we needed. And then we'll go... You know what, we've not gone to the hotel once, so might as well. The opposite of me in the woods and monster camp. I'm watching anime. Yeah, this is new. 1 second. I was like, wait a minute, I don't recognize this.
Oh, I can't wait to sleep.
No, you can't go to bed yet. It's not even 3 a.m.
What would I be doing at 3 a.m. besides sleeping?
Watching anime, of course. It's prime viewing time.
I mean, I like anime as much as the next girl, but we've been busy all day and
Do it! Anime, anime, anime.
well, shucks, when you put it like that, I still want to tell you to shut the fuck up.
April, you already work so hard. Don't you think you deserve a nice, relaxing, night-long anime binge?
What I deserve after this crazy weekend is a drink.
Who said we weren't drinking? Look what's in my backpack. It's our dear friend bottle of sake.
Oh, okay, you should open with that.
You pour yourselves glasses of sake and pull up Munchie-Roll. Problem is, there are over 1,000 animes to choose from. Alright, Mac, you'll be our designated option chooser. What anime should we watch? Nothing more relaxing than watching Slice of Life, so watch Slice of Life, the cooking anime about a young chef who's secretly a cannibal. Or watch hentai. Good to decompress too, and the plot tends to be easy to follow. Let's watch Slice of Life. Slice of Life? That's surely a choice. I'm in for a second watch.
It sounds cozy. I think cozy would be good now.
April, you're in for a ride. Not long after, you're finishing the pilot. The protagonist is facing impossible odds in the cooking school entry exam.
Come on, Isami, you can do it!
Yeah, didn't you like when Isami's grandpa said, "You'll enter the cooking school even if I have to die for it to happen, grandson"?
Yeah, I mean, it was a very heartwarming moment, but the question sounds weirdly specific, Zoe.
What? No, it's just a sweet detail I appreciate as a returning viewer for no deeper reason.
Is he going to cook, Grandpa?
Maybe. Several hours later, your binge watching continues as the sun starts to rise.
Isami, don't be a fool! You may love Inoue, but she could be the key ingredient to win the barbecue tournament!
Aren't you hungry, guys? Let's get some breakfast.
Are you out of your mind? On that cliffhanger? No way, we're ordering breakfast to the room. Shh, it's time to drunk sing the ending.
It has been delightful to watch these two properly unwind. And it's good to finally put something in your stomach after all this sake. You gain 2 creativity for choosing the cooking anime, but lose 2 fun. I know I'm truly just like, I haven't seen this one before, and that's truly just a thing for me. But you know, Doug. Let's talk about Spooky Con Friend Group.
It's the best group ever, isn't it? Feels like I'm on one of those fanfics where the average show main character is hired by a super famous boy band. Do you mean to imply our friends should start a boy band? No, but they're all ridiculously talented. Some of them even famous, could you believe that? How do I even process that I'm buying blind boxes with Liam, who's like the best yaoi mangaka and probably the smartest person ever? Or hanging out with Nico, who aces any cosplay they try. Sometimes it feels like I'm hanging out with characters from some of my favorite movies, anime, video games.
Whoa!
And that's even without shape-shifting. When you put it like that, it does sound as if Nico's all like, this is not even my final form. Right? My friend since forever has become an idol and an influencer? Dang, April just excels at everything she does. I've always known this, but I will still keep getting mind blown every time she succeeds, which might eventually reduce my mind to smithereens. And Zoe, I couldn't be prouder of her, Mack. I always knew her fanfics were simply the best, and it's about time the rest of the world knew. Doug, you say the most beautiful things about your friends. Oh, it's just true. And finally, there's Omen, who's trying so hard to change their ways. It's truly admirable. It is commendable, but I gotta say, I think I saw them stabbing someone the other day. Matt, come on! Imagine if you were in prison for more than 100 years and then thrown into a new world you barely understand. I'd say stabbing someone the other day is a solid A- given the circumstances. And getting an A- on your first try is essentially an A+ at first tries, right? Exactly! I just feel so lucky to call all of them my friends.
Me too.
Aw, Doug. You know what? I feel extremely lucky to call you my friend. Doug blushes a bit. Then he proceeds to explain everything he admires about you. It warms your heart with the power of 100 hugs. The Doug hugs. Alright, final comic.
Why is a blank page so intimidating?
Okay. The muse is whispering in your ear, telling you forbidden secrets that are now within your reach. What do you wish for her to whisper? Tell me a previously unheard of 8th deadly sin that's deadlier than all the other 7 combined. It's taken you many years, but you finally decided what you want tattooed on your chest. Kick-ass tiger. You know what? Yeah, I do want a kick-ass tiger representing all things badass. Last day of the con. Last day of the con. My con love. Doug. Doug, please. Doug. Check my comic. Okay, new comic. Cool new comic. Show me my cool comic. Wanda's Big Trip. Oh, hell yeah, dude. And Glitch is here, too. Wanda's Big Trip is a brain-melting comic in which we follow a character's journey through the cosmic limits of the mind and beyond. Wanda will initiate the titular transformative trip when she goes too far in her search for inspiration for her isekai manga project. But she won't be alone. She'll meet Error, sorry. She won't be alone. She'll find an unexpected guide and mentor in Error, an entity that might not even be real. Together, they will traverse the astral territories of the subconscious and meet its many strange inhabitants, such as a horse, which somehow represents Wanda's daddy issues. It won't be an easy journey, for they will face all kinds of metaphorical obstacles, like editing the script of her own death. But Wanda will persevere, for she has a grand motivation that fuels her. She wants to achieve a new speedrun record for conquering a trip. In the end, she might be looking for a way back home, but she'll find something much more transcendental. A previously unheard of 8th deadly sin that's deadlier than the other 7 combined. Show me the comic. Hell yeah. Oh, little creature. Creature bigger than anticipated. Hug the creature! Single tear. Cocoon. Blossom. Cool tiger! Hell yeah. Okay, Doug, please. You finally gather your courage and ask your favorite sexy slime to go to the con after party with you. You want to be my date to the party?
Heck yeah!
Yes, 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 yes! I mean, that sounds cool.
You see the inner me.
The after party was lit. Doug had more to drink than he's used to, and he wound up tearing up the dance floor. Turns out he's a solid dancer when he's not paralyzed by stage fright. And it turns out the same is true for him in the bedroom. Hubba hubba. Hell yeah. Absolutely delightful. Hehehe. Ah! Okay, I forgot to click the, I forgot to click the streamer mode for the ending there, so I'm skipping it. But hell yeah. Hehehe. This is like, okay, I gotta do Wanda's big trip 3 more times and choose a different answer for the tattoo. Cause you can get different, for some of these, you know? They tend to have dialogue. That one was just a cool. Let's see, like, it's only some of them that have, different thingies. Like this one has. Hehe. But I love it. Delightful. This tends to be the one I go for whenever I'm just like playing it over and over again, simply because there's only 3 panels and I can mash through the ending quicker. Which is a normal thing. It's normal. Oh, delightful. Yeah, and here's the new shit. Oh, I'm delighted. But thank you guys for watching, even if I sort of did a really fast bit at the end there. Hey, you know? Sometimes you just gotta go fast. I learned that from Mr. the Hedgehog. Let's see who we can raid. Let's see. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. That's my beautiful song. You're all welcome. Let me check here. Deep dot doot. Deep dot doot. You know what? We're going for buttons. I have no idea what this game is. I'm pretty sure it's a very different vibe from Monster Prom. I'm gonna be so real. But we're gonna raid buttons. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all on Thursday for Not For Broadcast Live and Spooky DLC. Boy oh boy, I have had a grand old time. Yeah, that's about it, I suppose. I got real too into like speedrun mode near the end there, so now it's truly just like I'm speedrunning the outro. Yeah. Thank you. Beep bop boop beep bop. I'm moving things around real quick. Okay, we're going. We're gonna go. We're grading. I'm hitting the button. I've hit the button.